Colson's late. So our stream's coming.
It should be up right now.
All right.
Okay.
Way to go, Colson.
The pinwheel was still spinning.
Stream is...
That's my thought, right?
I don't. Yeah, it won't happen, but I like it. I like what you're saying.
It could happen. There'd be a lot of unhappy people.
Don't have to shoot all his dreams down.
Yeah.
Where's he going to land?
Well, that's the thing. He's restricted where they can trade him to, so he's got his list. So what if, as an example, Toronto phones and says, we'd like him. I don't want to go to Toronto. Toronto says, we're going to send you back this, this, and this. And it's a good deal for Winnipeg. Right? Why does Connor Hellebuck get to tell the team how much money they're going to pay him and then tell him that he's not going to play there and where he's going to go?
$8 million is his hit.
Yep.
It's not that bad.
It's not. It's a good contract.
It's a good bargain.
He's got a good contract for a team.
Tiger style, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't go Giant Tiger, but yeah.
Okay, so here are the teams that are lowest that are near the basement when it comes to the cap. Okay. That I'm seeing. Detroit.
Yep, they've got room.
Seattle.
Yep.
Seattle's got some parts there, but something's weird about that franchise.
There is something wrong. Yeah.
Vancouver, he's not going to Vancouver.
He's not going to Vancouver.
Calgary, he's not going to Calgary.
No.
Philly?
Could.
Who's Philly's goalie?
Vladar. Didn't they add another goal? I thought they added another goalie.
Columbus, he's not going to Columbus. Pittsburgh, not going to Pittsburgh.
Could.
Here's the interesting one. Here's a team that's at $94.12 million.
Who do you got?
It's surprising, man. Carolina Hurricanes.
I don't think they're in the mood for that goalie. I think they're really happy with what they've got.
Montreal?
I think Montreal wants to give Dovish every chance he's got.
She's not going to Montreal.
No.
Anaheim? I don't even know who Anaheim is. Is it Jaguar still?
It was Gibson. I don't think it's Gibson anymore.
I don't know who's Anaheim goalie.
I'd have to look it up. Yeah. I'm not sure. But again...
Boston, not close enough to winning. Buffalo
maybe, but Buffalo's got a really good young goalie coming along there. Right? Why do they want to move off him? Because he's got future. And that's what the Jets are going to want back.
You know a team that's under $100 million that's got room, needs a goalie? Winnipeg. So it's... I know a lot of people, it's like Cape Florida. Going to the Panthers.
Sure. The Panthers don't have anything that you can get back.
Picks.
Yeah, but they're picking 28th to 30th, right? You don't want to pick 28th to 30.
True.
You want to pick 1 through 10.
Yeah. I
don't
know.
So pick a spot where he goes, right? And again, he signed the deal because it was the best move for him at the time to stay in Winnipeg. Pretty short-sighted of him if that's the case.
Prairie Land Rentals text line 936-6262. You can always have your say Prairie Land Rentals located at 600 Albert Street. You get to deal with the owner, whatever you need on the rental side. Okay, let's shift it over to the CFL and to the Riders. You and I haven't talked.
We haven't.
Since the Sunday night tilt in BC. What did you see there?
Young receivers. Young defensive secondary. Those are the two things that got exposed. BC's secondary was better than our receivers and vice versa. I thought a couple of our D-backs got chased around a little bit, and I thought our receivers didn't make the plays they had to make.
Yeah.
Dejete, right? He can't get beat on that throw. That's his throw.
Bailed out on that.
Yeah, he can't get beat there. Right? The drop, the fumble.
Johnny Johnson, third.
The strip, right?
I wondered, how does the game change if Johnny 3 doesn't drop it?
Yes.
How does the game change? Does our narrative change on Jackson Ford if he actually intercepts that ball? Was it Berryhill?
Yeah. I mean, a heck of a play by him to be in that spot, but really close.
He either takes his head off or he intercepts it. Or the third thing, that the longest odds were what happened.
That he missed and fell on the floor. Yeah. I mean, I don't take anything away from Jackson Ford because he's in the right spot at the right time. The play just didn't work out. Where I take away from guys is when they're not there or they don't go balls out to make the play happen. Jete. And I think that's why we brought in a new wide receiver.
Shamir.
Right?
Bridges.
And I mean, Johnson and MLS are both out this week, is what I've heard.
Yeah,
MLS is 6 game for sure.
We got some injuries.
We were banged up, right?
I don't want to use that as an excuse, and because I don't want other teams coming at us and go like, "Here come the Riders complaining about injuries, complaining about the reffing," which I'm not complaining about.
I'm not complaining about the reffing.
It's football. Okay, Mark Mueller, offensive coordinator. Mark Mueller on what they saw on film from that game. Mark Mueller, that'll be coming up. Closer to saying Chakai. He's over there eating pretzels.
Those are still in my bag.
He's waving his hand like crazy. Yeah.
The last thing he told me before he went on is, I got the Mueller stuff ready. Thus, I think he's got the Mueller stuff.
The pretzels
are making me thirsty.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
You know what? Don't be down on Trevor Harris on that game. Don't be down on him.
I don't know, though. I think you got to be, right? You're the quarterback. And
I think he'd like a couple of throws back, but I wouldn't be down on, and I wouldn't be down on the linebackers or the defensive line. Right? I mean, some unfortunate penalties that took points off the board. And when you're taking points off the board, it's huge. It's huge. And secondly, turnovers. We lost the turnover battle. Those are two things they'll talk about any coach, any game, anywhere. We lost those two.
We now have the clip.
All right.
Ready. I'm getting the thumbs up. Mark Mueller on what they saw on film from last week.
There's in any game like that, professionally, there's lots of good, but there, unfortunately, when you don't come on the winning end, there's things that need to be corrected. And obviously, first and foremost, is we're obsession for possession team. It's one of our team mottos, and we said too many turnovers. I mean, you got to be able to control the football, to control the game in the CFL. And even though we were first, we won the possession battle. You got to be able to hold on to the ball and sustain drives, because the more plays you have, the more opportunities you have to score. So, that and penalties. I mean, it's hard enough to win when you don't turn the ball over or don't take penalties. So, just been preaching fundamentals and getting back to who we are and who these guys have shown to be over their entire careers, and especially when they've been here in green.
He's got to be frustrated.
Well, sure he is, right? But again, you always design your offense and your defense for your first team guys, right? You prepare the second team guys to go in when they have to, but when you have to put a lot of your second team guys in, it changes your dynamic.
You're hosting tomorrow. The show. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know.
I got another week. I got another stint off here. Who do you have coming? Did you get a hold of Luke?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, I'm sure Luke will be on with you.
Yeah.
Anybody who else is coming by?
I've alerted Mr. Croft.
Mr. Croft. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want me to jump on, I can jump on.
Where will you be tomorrow?
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. City of Bridges.
Was just there. Left there 2 hours and 40 minutes ago.
What'd you have for lunch?
Just eat a Subway quick. I grabbed a Subway and on my way. Yeah.
BC. Was it you and I? Because I remember saying, I still think BC is a possible spot for Gino Lewis. I don't know why. BC now, as we get into September here, BC is going to be a problem.
They're getting the right players back at the right time. They're getting healthy. They're getting some consistency in their secondary. We talked a lot last week about their secondary and how they've simplified some of their reads and what they're doing. We saw that against the Riders. I think, and right at the first game of the year, BC was in here. We said those are the top two teams in the league at that time. BC's just coming into their own now. The Riders are going through that slump. But when we won the Grey Cup in 2013, we had a 4-game losing streak in the middle of the year. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It happens. You get banged up. You get those mid-season slumps. We're going to be okay. I'm comfortable with where we're at. I still think we'll finish ahead of BC. It's whether we finish ahead of Edmonton or not. That's a challenge.
I'm not as confident as you. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I
have a ray of confidence.
I'm very curious to see the next 2 to 3 weeks play out. Are we going to have the other thing too? We could not be the injury bus. Might not be done.
No.
So are we deep enough to withstand any other ones? How much of a problem is Zach going to be? Toronto's coming in here, who beat us here already.
Yep.
So I don't want to get all excited about home field advantage. And yeah, we could have a good crowd on Saturday, and let's hope we do.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, last I ever heard.
But I don't know. I just after like watching that BC game and then seeing the half, like we're right in it, but I'm just like it's tilted. Like
It didn't seem like we were running on the same level.
The
did
only
we?
thing
No.
is Chad Kelly doesn't scamper that much. He doesn't get on his REO Speedwagon, but
He's good.
he is. No,
He's good.
When Rourke did that though,
He
what a
created
problem.
He created trouble.
what a problem, because he's not Vernon Adams. He's not Trey Ford, where it's like, okay, he's gonna run around. Just let him throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you play that running quarterback in whatever kind of football you play, or if you're playing flag or touch or whatever, and then they option it out, let the option guy throw. Let him beat us, sure, because he's usually not as good. So with Rourke though, he can sling it.
Rourke's a great young quarterback with lots of smarts, lots of skills. But I would say that Toronto coming in here is got the wily old veteran. Right? That's the way I'd look at him.
He's like a Trevor Harris-ish.
He is. He's got a Trevor Harris to him. Yeah.
He likes stretching it a little bit.
He does.
More than Harris
he likes
does.
to throw downfield. He likes the big play. Toronto's a very good football team. They started with a tough schedule.
They're under the radar football.
They
team.
are.
Like no one really cares about
Well,
them.
no, we don't hear. They're not in the media like the rest of the teams are, or we get the same exposure.
It's like Lieutenant Eric yesterday was on the show. It's like, here we go. It's like every however many years, Toronto wins the Grey Cup, and you're kind of like,
Who are they?
what? Did they come in the second? Did they pay their entry fee for the second half of the year?
When did they
come
sign
from?
up? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but the problem, we talked about Johnny Johnson's fumble.
Yeah.
Which was like a little bit of a backbreaker right before the half there, no doubt about it. Mark Mueller talks about extra emphasis on ball security this week.
I feel like we do that every week, but I mean, when something like that happens, that's out of character, I'd say, for us as a group. You just get back to emphasizing it. You get what you emphasize as a coach and as a teacher or whatever facet of life you're in. So it's always a point of emphasis, but, when something like that happens in a game, and it's one of the main reasons for, it not going our way. So it will always have an overemphasis then.
Yeah. Okay. And then we talked about him. Bridges is in the fold. So let's hear what Mark Mueller says we can expect adding Bridges to the offense.
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed mentally so far. He's came in and shown an ability to learn lots in a short period of time. He's came very highly recommended from some people that we know over there in Hamilton, and just excited to have him out here and see if he can help make us better, whether it's playing right away or playing down the road. I think that what that receiver room has done over the last 2.5 years is that they show that anyone who gets their number called is usually prepared to go out there and play to the standard that's been set by the guys that are no longer playing.
I don't think he's going to say, man, he's came in here and we're disappointed. Well, it's been a bad 24 hours for Shamir. There's no bad move.
Yeah, we don't like this guy. We got to talk to J.O. and get rid of him.
But the one thing he does say is he's kind of a fast learner.
Yeah.
He's picking, and that's what they need right now.
Sure they do, right?
Like, it's probably like, hey, welcome to Regina, to the airport. Beautiful.
Here's the playbook.
We're driving you to the facility. Don't mind the mattress in the ditch here on Louvain. We need you to memorize this playbook by Saturday.
We got a hotel room. You're looked after. It's all good.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. We put you up at the Knights Inn.
Yeah.
But you got to study this playbook. We need you. And I'd be surprised if he's not in.
I'm going to be really surprised if he's not playing based on the numbers that are out. Yeah.
Last clip in this segment from Mueller, he talks about how hard it will be for him to learn the offense.
Yeah, I think it is difficult, on offense. There's lots of different things, lots of details, right? But that's pro football, and he's not like he's a true rookie. He's played at high level in Hamilton in a good offensive system, right? So he can lean on some of that he's already learned. He can lean on some of our guys that have been here to help him, and Trevor's played in both those systems. The Hamilton system, and now so he can kind of do some word association and try to make, hey, this is like this to get him up to speed as fast as we can. And if he is set to play at some point, he's ready to go when he's out there.
Okay, we got
set to play at some point, like Saturday.
Yeah. We need you. There's a
How many tickets you need for mom and dad? We got it set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's definitely in the line. We'll hear more from Mark Mueller in a little bit. Ali Saad, like I said, more from the Riders. We're going to go to break. Okay, when we come back, though, we're going to get real. This came out this week. Former WHL and former OHL players are being asked to come forward if they want to participate in a bit of a class action lawsuit when it comes to junior hockey and abuse and hazing and bullying. As a guy, I didn't play major junior, played junior hockey as soon as I saw this. And you go back to 1975 with this.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. We're going to be joined by Gerry Antman from Koski Minsky LLP in Toronto. So we fire some questions at him and make some sense of this for us and any former junior hockey players that are listening. And you coached as well. Yeah. So you're right in there. We'll have that when we come back. It is a Sports Cage for Access Communications on this Thursday, streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com.
620 CKRM on location.
And we are to the final push, the short strokes of this great lottery that has done a major improvement of all the facilities that are involved with this. It's the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery, and we keep going back to how this has benefited Foam Lake, but it's not just Foam Lake. It's other communities that come here, use the facilities to take advantage of what they have to offer as far as amenities. So this is a great lottery for the region, and we're going to have a great chance for you to win some big prizes. Everybody talks about this lottery because it's a small-town lottery with a big city atmosphere, and this lottery is going to pay dividends. $250,000 up for grabs. That's $250,000 for a $100 ticket. If you want a combine, we're going to give you a good start. $330,000 in combine cash towards the purchase of a new combine. We've got subsidiary draws, a 50-50, around $145,000. That's the winner's share, and so much more. Go to the website, combinelotto.com, or call 1-888-453-1998. 1-888-453-1998.
At Redhead Equipment, come check out our lineup of Platinum Super B-Grain trailers and Triaxle hopper trailers. These Platinum Grain trailers are the most durable, most configurable, and the highest revenue trailers on the market, with excellent standard features and fully customizable options. Got some grain to haul? We're here to do whatever it takes. Check out our lineup of Platinum Grain trailers today at your local Redhead Equipment. Redhead Equipment, making tracks since 1948.
Great coaches make great calls. And at home, you're in control of the game. Add SaskTel TV to your lineup and enjoy popular channels, including sports in stunning 4K for as low as $40 a month. So, what do you say, Coach? Ready to add in the difference maker? Visit SaskTel.com/make-the-call to learn more. Conditions apply.
Why juggle multiple providers when you can have one seamless experience? On the farm, acreage, or cottage, Access Communications has you covered with internet, TV, and security. One provider, one bill. One reliable rural home solution, backed by our great customer service. Get internet and Wi-Fi that hold up in tough weather, plus TV anywhere with Access Next TV. And security you can monitor from your phone. You can have it all with Access. Sign up today and save $20 per month when you combine services. Visit myaccess.ca.
What's the deal with carpet? Why do they call it wall-to-wall? Where else was it gonna go?
No matter what flooring you need, the experienced local team at Flooring Superstore can help you find the right fit for your home and your budget. Whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, vinyl, linoleum, artificial turf, floors for gyms, they've got it all.
You will never be even, Steven.
Flooring Superstore. Quality floor covering at the best price. FlooringSuperstoreRegina.ca.
Why do people love pickles so much? They'll tell you it's all about that tang. So Taco Time put new tangy dill salsa on a burrito, taco, and deluxe Mexi fries. It's big pickle energy for a limited time. Anytime is taco time. It's a pickle person thing.
Welcome back to Sports Cage. Missed any part of the show? Check out the podcast powered by Freeze Tolman at 620CKRM.com and SportsCage.com.
Welcome back. Here you go. On this Thursday, Sharky with me when Sharky's here. He's brought to you by Flooring Superstore. We just heard the little commercial there. Trent Dickin and his team, over 20 years in business. The show is for Access Communications. Colson is banging the board for us over there, partially buttoned up today. Okay. Western Pizza guest hotline. Western Pizza, Regina style pizza, the Greek favorites you just can't make at home, souvlaki, lasagna, all that. Let's go out on the Western Pizza guest hotline. We are fortunate enough to be joined by Gerry Antman. Gerry is part of Koski Minsky and the class action group that is, I guess, getting together junior hockey players from the Western Hockey League and OHL in a case against their former teams. Now, Gerry, I usually get nervous when I talk to lawyers. I've talked to one over the last week here. The story came out this week. Obviously, very curious on how this all came about and where this all stemmed from.
Sure. So first, thanks for having me. This case has actually been going on for quite some time, and it is now at the point where individuals can start contacting our firm to potentially make claims for abuse that they may have suffered when they played major junior hockey in the Western League and in the Ontario League. So we posted some information earlier this week on our firm's website, and there will be a claim period for people to contact us. And so I'm happy to join and spread the word about this important case that impacts, basically every Canadian family with young kids who want to put their kids in hockey, right?
1975, the year. I'm wondering why is that the year, out of curiosity?
So that's just the year when the leagues, the Western, the Q, and the OHL all joined together to form the Canadian Hockey League. So it was then when all the teams were constituted together.
Gerry, Robert Jumont's my real name, but go by Sharky because nobody knows that and they're never going to remember it.
You better say your real name when he's on.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm dealing with a lawyer, always real names. Gerry, a couple questions for you. How did this get started? One, was it a group of players that came to you, or where did that come from? And two, does it go beyond the big three leagues in major junior hockey? Are you down to the junior A level or even deeper than that?
So, like any class action, it gets started when, especially a class action involving abuse of this nature, it gets started when people who suffered these abuses are brave enough to try and do something about it. And in our case, we had three individuals, they're called representative plaintiffs, who stepped forward and came to us. That's Daniel Carcillo, Garrett Taylor, and Stephen Quirk. And they came forward, explained their experiences to us, and that's what started the class action, a couple of years ago now. And as far as teams go and different leagues go, this class action only involves the major junior leagues. So anything that was, in Ontario, we have the OHA and the OJHL that are, one or two steps below the Ontario League. Those are not included. It's just the major junior leagues.
Were all three of those players originally Ontario Hockey League players?
So the only one who I am familiar with personally is Carcillo, and yes, he was in the Ontario League. The others, I'm not as familiar with their circumstances.
So how I understand it too, and there are former Western Hockey League players listening to this right now or are going to be watching it later. They can come forward to your firm. Now, they can seek their own counsel if they want, but they can come to your firm, and then really after that, their name isn't going to be released and all that. There's anonymity to it.
One of the really great protections of this process is that the entire process is designed to be confidential. So Obviously, when somebody contacts our office, whether they ultimately decide to get involved in this process at all, their conversations with us are completely confidential. And then once it does get going, the court process is designed to be confidential. So one of the major features is that when we have to file something in court to get the process started, we call them pleadings here in Ontario. Once we file our pleading, everything will be anonymized. So there will be no way to identify who it is through the court documents. And then once we get to trial, if it does go that far, which is pretty rare in Ontario for a case like this to actually make it to trial, we can also seek additional protections through confidentiality orders or sealing orders that are routinely granted in cases involving abuse of minors.
Can you dummy something down for me?
Sure.
Would played a lawyer, would love to be a lawyer. I don't know though how. So the way I see this is the major junior hockey league teams at some point are going to have to compensate these players for what happened. Okay. But what I see is the teams came out and they were posting this on their sites, you know. So first thing that I'm saying, okay, well, this class action lawsuit happens against an automotive dealer or against like that. It's not like that automotive dealer's coming out and being like, hey, jump on this to come and attack us, basically. That's right. Am I out to lunch here to say like, okay, this is interesting because they're saying, hey, pile on.
Yeah, it's a bit counterintuitive to think that the person responsible or people responsible potentially are the ones who are getting the notice out. Yes, but in our process, that's not uncommon for a court to order a defendant in a proceeding to publish notice. So in this case, the court published a notice program, the first step of which was us to post things on our website. And it also required all of the teams and the leagues to post on their Facebook pages, to post on Twitter, Instagram, and so on, so that people who played, family members of people who played can find out about this and they can understand their rights.
Okay. Sharky, I got one more.
Okay.
I remember the parties. I remember the bus trips. I remember, the, I guess, hazing, rookie treatment, all of that. Like, if anyone's listening right now, and I don't know how much you can say, like, is it just contact us and we'll walk you through it? We will tell you the process. You can tell us your stories. You just want these people to come forward at this point?
That's right. I mean, I think that, there's really two things that people need to know. The first is obviously this class action is only available to people who played major junior hockey from 1975 onward. The second is the court has defined abuse, and I use abuse in air quotes because that's a defined term for us. And it outlines some of those things that you talked about: the hazing, the bullying, the physical and verbal harassment, the physical and sexual abuse. So there is a list that is published on our website on some of the documents that will allow people to just look at it and see, okay, does my circumstance fit this? But we are available to take anybody's call who played major junior hockey or family members who played major junior hockey to be able to answer whether specific circumstances might fit within this definition.
So if I understand that correctly, then what you're telling me is you're gonna go through and say, yes, you have something that can add to the lawsuit, or no, you're just disgruntled and there's nothing really that you can add. Is that what I hear correctly?
So we're going to speak with people. We're going to give them our opinion about whether their abuse that they've described meets that definition. And ultimately, we're not going to be necessarily the only lawyers that people are going to contact. We're going to give people our opinion. Some people might like our opinion, some people might not. And then each individual person will then get to decide what they want to do, whether they want to make a claim, whether they don't want to make a claim, and after we can give them our advice.
So when you're doing a class action, it's an all or none, if I understand correctly, right? Like you either win with the group or you lose with the group. If somebody's more severely abused, and in this part of the world we know it well, we had a coach down the road in Swift Current, which was less than a quality human being. was very abusive of players. They've gone through the courts with him. He's already gone to trial, been convicted, done time. That's somebody that deserves some compensation. Whereas another guy that really had a bad day at practice and didn't like how it worked out, how's that going to balance out? How are you going to get the justification for the guy that was really abused versus the guy that was on a bad day?
So that's a very good question. The reason it's a good question is because most class actions, you're right, it is an all or nothing proposition. This is a bit different. This is each person's individual claim is going to be evaluated on its own merit. So if, Johnny Smith, who played for the Windsor Spitfires, does not meet the definition of abuse, that has nothing to do with whether someone who played for Swift Current meets the class definition and is entitled to compensation.
That was really where I wanted to go next. So I'm glad you answered that. And then I'm sure for you guys, we're talking about such a wide range of years to where you're going to have people come forward that's saying, I have video, I have pictures, because cell phone, right, in that era, where in our eras there was none of that.
That's right. And one of the interesting parts about this process is that, people can provide documents if they have them. People can provide names of witnesses if they want to. They don't have to. So this process has really been tailor-made to allow people to, access justice in a way that they're comfortable with, without, maybe throwing some former teammates under the bus, or without getting anybody else involved in their individual claim.
Yeah, this is
going back to 1975. There's some stuff they did back then which is illegal everywhere. And always was.
Yeah.
But it'll never be spoken of again.
Yeah. No, this is going to be very interesting how it plays out. Is there anything that we're missing, Gerry, for anyone that's listening?
I think the only thing is just, these interviews are very helpful. We really like spreading the word and just making sure that everybody understands their rights. I think you guys are on top of it.
First time I've heard that all week.
Yeah, we don't get that every day.
Gerry, thanks so much for doing this again. And just kmlaw.ca is the best way to go about it and kind of filter through the process from there.
That's right.
Right on. Thank you so much for joining us today, and maybe we'll chat down the road again. Really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Take care.
There he is, Gerry Antman with Koski Minsky. Wow, it's so sharky. Now you and I can what a first off, range of years, right?
Well, the range of years is too broad. I think that's gonna get nixed in the conversation by a judge somewhere.
But there's gonna be guys. You got a guy that piles be like, I was on that bus. Yeah, I was in that room. Yeah, I was. I know what went down there. And then there's going to be
I played for Portland that year.
And then there's going to be the kids or the athletes from 5-10 years ago that be like, yeah, I got all the pictures. I got this stuff on my phone.
Yeah. There's no doubt. And I'm not going to go back on the teams on everything. And what I'm saying by that is the general manager and their coach isn't at every single activity those kids say.
Just going to, yeah, exactly.
It's at some point, the players are responsible for policing themselves on certain activities. When you're away from the rink and away from the management, it's not the responsibility of Dale Durkatch what the guys do at Boston Pizza on a Saturday night.
Put yourself in his shoes.
Yeah.
How do you follow everything?
Yeah. How do you keep up with all of that? If it's a team-sponsored event or a team-sponsored activity, sure, right?
Yeah.
But even a bus ride where they're at the back and they're maybe
a hot box.
Yeah, or they're using some language that's uncolorful, right? Mm-hmm. Again, you can't control every human being, and oftentimes players have been moved, traded, cut, released that did do that stuff, right? They're gone. I don't see, and I'm not saying guys didn't get hurt. Don't get me wrong. The Sheldon Kennedys and the Theron Fleurys of the world, they went through a horrible, horrible experience with Graham James. Horrible, and I would not wish that on anybody at all. But there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to come forward and go, well, he used to smack my stick because I didn't participate in practice. Yeah, well, catch a pass.
But
right?
in this day, look at was it the coach from Swift Current that got fired? Which I didn't agree with him just being hard on a kid, and then some parents. There was video, and in the culture we live in now, and everywhere, the guy's gone.
One
and
of the guys,
for what?
One of the guys they talked about in here is that Garrett Taylor. So he's the guy that sewered Mike Dick in Lethbridge, and I didn't know all the details, but I knew a lot of the details. He was just unhappy with the way the scenario was weighing out. He was an American who came up here, didn't want to be in Canada anymore, and thought, well, I'll screw the coach and I'll get rid of the organization and I'll move on. Well, yeah, you moved on. You're driving a truck in Missoula, right? Like
beautiful country.
Yeah, it's a nice place to be, but that does not mean you were abused. Right? It does not mean you have a class action lawsuit. There are some that do. Don't get me wrong. There are some that suffered horrible experiences. But there's going to be a lot come forward. They're going to have to weed out.
There was there were times, and like you said, like the team had no idea.
No idea what's going on.
The managers, the coaches, they had no idea. And times, yeah, for sure. And then, this is going to be real interesting. How and you know, it's all under wraps, right? You don't have to use your name.
Some are offended by swearing. Some think they're being abused when they're swearing in the room, whether it's directed at them or not.
Like you can't. Yeah, we could go on and on. It's probably better for a podcast.
It's not good for me, I'll tell you that right now.
The parents listening are going to be like, those guys got to be canceled.
Yeah.
Those guys are mean. It's just, wow. I'm really glad it's happening, especially for the ones that have just been sitting on things for years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, it took a long time for Kennedy and Fleury to come out, right? They didn't finish junior and go, I want to talk about Jerry James. It took a long time for those guys to come out.
Graham James.
Sorry, Graham James, not Jerry. Sorry,
James.
Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. May you rest in peace. Jerry was no peach either, though. Let's not kid ourselves. There might be some guys out there that I just saw semantics. Anyway, I have a hard time with everybody being on the same page on this and going after them all at once.
Bert on the Prairie Land Rentals text line. I was trying to remember his name, Bert, and I couldn't. He said, too bad this won't go directly after David Frost. Mike Danton, Jefferson. He was a very sick individual. Good message, Bert.
There are bad people everywhere. Like it's not like hockey just has bad people. There are bad gymnastics coaches and bad football coaches and bad police officers and bad firemen. Like
radio announcers.
Yeah. Well, not here, but at other stations there are. I just a lawsuit against everybody for the same reason. I don't.
James,
I think they're gonna sewer the guys that really need it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah. Barney and Sharkey, excellent interview today with the lawyer regarding the hazing stuff. Well done, boys. Thanks, James.
Thanks.
I didn't know how that was going to go.
I didn't know either.
Out to him. Jerry was great. He said, for sure, I'll come on.
Well, sure, it's money for him.
I had no idea. Well, no, but
it's an advertisement across Saskatchewan.
He could tell us to pound sand or whatever.
That's a Tony Merchant law firm.
Yeah.
Right? That's collecting class action people.
Smart.
Well,
that's why these guys are smart. Smarter than us.
They're trying to collect as many people as they can, right?
Anyway, okay, we got more football talk to get to. That'll be up if you missed it later in podcast form.
Don't send us bad letters.
They'll write a story on sportscage.com as well, and we'll try and stay on top of it. I was getting a little nervous when I talked to the lawyers.
It's always costing me money. That's why.
Barney, can you bring in this, and this?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
All right. Sports Cage, streaming at our YouTube channel, sportscage.com.
620 CKRM on location.
It is the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery here in Foam Lake. You're talking sports on the cage, and we got a lot of good sports history here in Foam Lake, whether it's curling or hockey, and we've got our little wall of fame set up here in the rink, the rec center, and Bernie Fedorko's up there, Ted Hargreaves, Pat Elyanick, Dennis Polonich, and others. And again, a lot of history here to the hockey rink, and we put a lot of work into the rink. It looks brand spanking new. That's because of the lottery. It's done a world of good for the community, and we'd love for you to be a part of this. Something special, chance at $250,000 in cash, and that's pretty good for a $100 ticket. $330,000 in combine cash if you want to buy a brand new combine. We've also got all those subsidiary draws, 25 draws of $1,000 apiece, and a 50-50 that's going to be hitting $150,000 here pretty soon. So pick up your tickets, CombineLotto.com, 1-888-453-1998, 1-888-453-1998.
The Roughriders season is here, and the biggest 50-50 in Saskatchewan is back. Last year's 50-50 raised over $3.3 million for amateur football in Saskatchewan, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Rider Nation. This year, we have bigger loyalty and early bird prizes than ever before, not to mention those life-changing 50-50 jackpots. See all of the prizes and buy your tickets today at riders5050.ca, and never miss a chance to win when you sign up for the 50-50 Club.
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC.
Lottery license LR260010.
What's the deal with carpet? You vacuum it every week, and it still acts like it's collecting evidence.
No matter what flooring you need, the experienced local team at Flooring Superstore can help you find the right fit for your home and your budget. Whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, vinyl, linoleum, artificial turf, floors for gyms, they've got it all.
You know, that's actually a really good deal.
Flooring Superstore. Quality floor covering at the best price. FlooringSuperstoreRegina.ca.
Have you seen the patio at Pump Jack's Cathedral?
Seen it? I've practically moved in.
Do they at least charge you rent?
Only if I stop ordering food.
I don't blame you. Great food, daily food and drink specials.
30 beers on tap, including local favorites.
And there's no better place to catch the game with friends.
So what are we waiting for?
I'm waiting for this conversation to be over. Let's go.
On the corner of Albert and 13th, Pump Jack's Cathedral Saloon and Steakhouse. Come early, stay late. The place where friends meet.
Why test for asbestos? Because before 1990, asbestos was commonly used in more than 3,000 building materials and other products. Because when asbestos fibers become airborne, they get into the lungs and cause severe damage over time. Because asbestos exposure is the #1 cause of work-related deaths in Saskatchewan. Built before 1990? Test for asbestos. Start at WorksafeSask.ca.
Text CKRM 306-936-6262. Powered by Prairie Land Rentals. From power tools to skid steers, they probably have what you need for your job. 600 Albert Street, where you deal with the owner. It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Reliance Heath Water Heater Rentals. Rent a water heater and water softener starting at about $1.20 a day and get $400 when you switch to Reliance Heath.
Well, Connor Hellebuck of the Winnipeg Jets has come forth and say about 7 months ago he asked for a trade and nothing has happened, so now he's making it public. He wants out of Winnipeg. No, you know what. We knew that was coming. Baseball, Blue Jays looking to make it 2 in a row against Kansas City, 5-0-7. What are they, 3 back still?
3, I think. I think it was 3 today.
3 back. Hey, we got some pre-season tackle football. University Huskies and Alberta Golden Bears at 7 p.m. I think that's up in Saskatoon. Sportscage.com poll. Where do Saskatchewan Roughriders need the most improvement this week against the Toronto Argonauts? Vote at sportscage.com. It's for Reliance Heath, water heater, water softener, just $1.20 a day when you rent it from them. You can get $400 cash back as well. Some conditions apply. Call on Reliance. That's a good question. Let's go around the horn. Sharky.
Okay.
Where do Saskatchewan Roughriders need the most improvement this week against the Toronto Argonauts? The Sportscage.com poll.
You know, unfortunately, it's in the training room. We got to get guys healthy, right? We've got the right bodies. They're just banged up. We got to get, and I don't know that we're going to get Roland Milligan back. Is he gone for the year?
I think so.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah. Tavon Campbell's on there. We'd love to have him in the secondary. Those are 2 all-stars we take out of our secondary. Doesn't matter who you're putting in.
Absolutely,
they're not another all-stars, right?
It is technically multiple choice, and one option is the secondary and pass defense have to improve.
Yeah,
so that's where you're putting it.
I don't want to say improve. I just say we've got some new guys in there that got to rise to the occasion.
Dean on the Prairie Land Rentals text line I feel like a lot of times Dean should call in. I feel like Dean's
Where's Dean from?
He's one of the regulars. Smart, good text message, good messages. He says Mueller has to call a better game. We are very predictable, and other teams are jumping the short passes and making plays. It's kind of what I said. I feel that I used to call it like a cloud defense I would play. I'd be like, hey, we take this away. It's kind of like before we played Fajardo.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, well, just let him beat you deep. Well, he did.
Yeah.
Because we had some problems.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so Dean's saying not sure why we don't fake the hitch pass and go deep. Dean, I'm sure they do have some of those plays, Dean, but I agree. Or, slant post wheel route and free up the sideline. I'm sure they got all that in their arsenal. But I kind of agree at times. We've looked like that Hamilton game when we were trying to come back. That's the game that I felt, well, Hamilton knows exactly where we want to go here.
Hamilton's got a really good defense.
You said they stunk.
No.
Wasn't
They're
it you
off. No. I was on their defense.
Was it Arash or you? Maybe it was Arash.
It might have been
Arash.
Arash.
To that boy in a bit.
Yeah, Hamilton's defense, I said, is really, really, really good. And they're the team. That's what's going to beat us. And that's what did.
Let's just stick with one really.
Yeah.
Really good. Not really, really, really.
You don't
still
think there's
Hamilton.
3 relays? Okay.
But yeah, no,
right.
good message in there, Dean. We have another one here. See, no name. Leave your name. It's a 403 number. He says, last comment on Ford. Notice how Campbell seems to be able to track the ball and the player. Ford gets tunnel vision, and it's one or the other. I don't know about that. I think he's going to be there. He just needs reps. And just needs to work on. But at this point, he
wasn't even the full-time starter this year, right?
At this point, we don't have a lot of leash now.
No.
So Lacombo, what can you do there? Yeah. But yeah, it's there's a lot. Your say, hey, 306-936-6262, Prairie Land Rentals text line. Let us know what you're thinking. Hour 1 in the books. Hour 2's coming up. More from the Riders and Arash Madani. We're going to hear from Ali Saad of the Riders as well. It's the Sportscage on the home of the green and white. 620 CKRM.
620 CKRM on location.
Location, Foam Lake. We're at the rec center. If you're in the area, come on by. We'll make sure we set you up with a ticket or two and get in for all the draws coming up on Monday at 12 noon. It's the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery, hosted by the Elks of Canada, and we want to encourage you to get your ticket and be part of our little group here and have a chance to win some big prizes and just feel good about helping out small town Saskatchewan. Show your love, get a ticket, Visa, MasterCard, $100. Ask about the 50-50. You get a 10-pack for $100. And our 50-50 is going to be close to $150,000 pretty soon. That is just a remarkable 50-50. The grand prize draw, your choice. $330,000 in combine cash for the purchase of a John Deere Case IH or a New Holland combine. Or if you want, we'll give you $250,000 straight up, $250,000 for a $100 purchase. And good luck on all the draws coming up on Monday. Deadline's just around the corner. 1-888-453-1998. Go to the website, combinelotto.com. Again, 1-888-453-1998.
Need some dirt moved? Some snow plowed? Or how about some grass cut? Well, Redhead Equipment has got a skid steer for that. The B-Series Case skid steer comes in 8 different models, varying in power and load capacity to meet all your operational needs. And you can put your Case skid steer to work all year round, with attachments for plowing, mowing, digging, and many more. Redhead Equipment, making tracks since 1948.
Why juggle multiple providers when you can have one seamless experience? On the farm, acreage, or cottage, Access Communications has you covered with internet, TV, and security. One provider, one bill. One reliable rural home solution, backed by our great customer service. Get internet and Wi-Fi that hold up in tough weather, plus TV anywhere with Access Next TV. And security you can monitor from your phone. You can have it all with Access. Sign up today and save $20 per month when you combine services. Visit myaccess.ca.
Getting in on more of the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
If you're thinking about a landscape project but not quite sure where to start, hi, I'm Sean from the Rusty Shovel Landscape Shop. That's why we built this place. We help you make the right calls, from choosing materials to understanding how it goes together, so your project turns out the way you want. Whether it's paving stones, retaining walls, or irrigation, our team will help you get it right the first time. Stop by our showroom on the East Vic Service Road or visit therustyshovel.ca. Great projects start at the shovel. The Rusty Shovel Landscape Shop.
This is 620 CKRM Regina, the voice of Saskatchewan, a Harvard media station, streaming everywhere at 620CKRM.com.
It's a 4 p.m. A good afternoon, is sunny and 29 degrees in Regina. I'm Will Manzik from the SAS Today newsroom with 620 CKRM News. Saskatchewan's tariff response is drawing sharp criticism from the provincial NDP. Trade critic Kim Brackner says Premier Scott Moe's decision to impose a 50% levy on U.S. alcohol doesn't go far enough. She's arguing that American liquor should be removed from the shelves. She also wants a plan to protect workers from rising costs. Finance Minister Jim Ryder says Brackner is wrong about the levy, saying it will be charged and paid to SLGA, not paid by the Crown Corporation. Construction on a massive data center near Regina is already underway. Bell Canada is building the facility in the rural municipality of Sherwood, prioritizing local economic growth. Bell Group President John Watson says the company deliberately selected a local workforce for the project.
Because at this time, perhaps more than ever before, we need to build something that's enduring. We need to create jobs here in Canada. We need to create engineering, fabrication, and permanent construction advantages here, not somewhere else.
Watson adds the facility operates on a closed-loop system and will use absolutely zero groundwater. Brant is taking a bigger role in running some of Regina's biggest sports and recreation facilities. Yesterday, City Council voted 6-4 to have Brant operate and maintain Mosaic Stadium, the Cooperator Center, Affinity Plex, and Confederation Park starting next month. The agreement runs through 2031 with options for extensions. The decision drew criticism from some councillors in FC Regina, which operates Affinity Plex, and says it was given little time and no opportunity to provide any input. A warmer week in Saskatchewan mixed with some cooler evenings helped speed harvest along a bit. The province's weekly crop report shows that harvest is now 11% complete. That is still behind the 5 and 10-year averages of 25 and 21%. Fall rye is 69% harvested, with winter wheat sitting at 60%. Lentils and field peas sit at 48 and 44% harvested, and the report says crops are starting to turn and harvest of later seeded crops is expected to begin soon. And a monumental donation for the Connexus Credit Union is helping the Globe Theatre with one of its projects. The $500,000 gift will go directly to the 68,000 square foot Heritage Building renovation. That's 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sastoday.ca and 620CKRM.com.
Weather for Next Gen Coatings. Spray coatings for truck bed liners, rocker panels, and more. Same company, new name. 1865 McCarra Street, Regina.
Weather tonight, partly cloudy. We got a slight risk of a thunderstorm in the area, a low down to 16. Tomorrow looks to be partly sunny. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms in the area, about a 40% chance. High of 31 with the humidex. We're going to be feeling like 37. Tomorrow night, few clouds, and a low down to 15. Saturday, partly sunny, maybe an afternoon shower in the area, high of 27. Sunday, partly sunny, some rain late, and a high of 23. Monday, showers, then clearing, and a high of 20. Right now, downtown Regina, corner of 12th and Rose, it is sunny and 28 degrees.
For over 40 years, you've known them as Regina's trusted vehicle protection specialists. Now they're introducing the next gen of coatings. New name, new level of protection. They're now Next Gen Coatings. 3 generations of their family have served your family, and that hasn't changed. Same owners, same commitment, ready for the next gen of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards. The company hasn't changed, just the name. Next Gen Coatings. 1865 McCarra Street. The next gen starts now.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome back to the show. We're waiting Arash Madani. It's for Access Communications on this Thursday, trusted in rural Saskatchewan for home internet and home security, internet and TV. Sharky's with me for Flooring Superstore. Trent taking their team, 20 years of service. Anything you need flooring. We talked about Connor Hellebuck asking for a trade out of Winnipeg, but it sounds like that happened a long time ago. And now he's kind of getting a little bit pissed off and saying, hey, you haven't done anything yet, so now I'm making it public.
Well, him and Dylan Larkin can form their own team. They can go play somewhere else.
Got a couple text messages in. A lot of Lawrence messaged in. He says, I'll read it. Buffalo.
Go ahead.
Buffalo needs a goalie because they're close, right? Does he want to go there? Utah, which, okay. But Utah's got that guy that was pretty good in Phoenix because that's where most.
Utah's guy was Finnish.
And then he goes maybe Vegas, and we've had a few text messages with people saying Vegas. Vegas would just have to get rid of $8 million and then make that happen. I think it's possible.
He's not going to Utah. I'll tell you that right now.
No?
No. That Carl
Velimaki?
Yeah, Velimaka.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Good player.
He's not going anywhere. Buffalo.
Colorado doesn't need a goalie. Florida definitely needs a goalie. Dallas doesn't. Toronto.
Well, Florida went and got Markstrom.
Who's Minnesota? Minnesota doesn't need a goalie.
Jukka-Pekka Luukkonen is in Buffalo, and Buffalo doesn't want to give him up because he's the future.
Edmonton.
How about Edmonton? Could there be a more snake-bit organization right now? They get Frederik Andersen, he gets hurt in off-season training. He's out. He's out maybe till November.
Just not your time.
It's not your time.
It's not your deal.
Just regroup.
Yeah.
Come back.
Put all your chips in with the Elks. Edmonton. Your Oilers ain't winning anything. Connor's gone after this year.
I like watching him, but man, oh man, oh man.
Connor's gone after this. What about San Jose? Too young though. He needs he doesn't have a lot of years.
No, his window's pretty tight.
Is Arash here? Maybe Arash will talk about it. Maybe Arash will look up some money and see where's a good fit. Let's talk to Arash Madani.
It's time to go coast to coast with Arash Madani for Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. Call Brian Gawley at Smart Investing Solutions, 546-2533.
Winnipeg fans, if you didn't know this was happening, turn in your driver's license. You should be admitted in some sort of home. This was happening all along.
Yeah, and Hellebuck admitted as much. Yeah. Look, when rumors start to come out, it's because
they're true.
Rival GMs are right. Rival GMs are like, by the way, Winnipeg's talking about Hellebuck. He's out there. He's there to be had. What I find fascinating about all this, guys, is that Hellebuck has a no trade. Like, he can dictate where he is and isn't going to go. Like, for the next 3 years, there's a no movement clause there. So what matter? Like, I think what we have to remember here too is, like, what does Connor Hellebuck want? And we don't know the answer to the question. Does he want to win? Is that important to him? We don't know. Does he want to go to a non-tax state? Does he want to stay in Canada? Does he want to be in a place where hockey really matters? Is he comfortable being somewhere where hockey doesn't matter? Like, we don't actually know what Hellebuck wants other than, I want out of Winnipeg.
Can we just put our common sense hats on for a second and go through that list that you just said?
Sure.
No state tax, if that works, obviously.
Yeah, it's limited numbers, though.
Does he want to play in Canada?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Unless you're, like, if your thing is,
you're going to win?
I want to win.
Where in Canada? In Montreal?
Edmonton?
No, let's be realistic for a moment.
No, I am realistic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's unrealistic about it? Like, you have McDavid and Draisaitl for the next 2 years. You went and got whoever you just got as your head coach. You've just given yourself a little bit of cap relief with Darnell Nurse off the books. Why not?
Because you don't have the defense in Edmonton. You have two of the best players, and then if Hyman stays healthy, sure. And like, Babcock is such an unknown.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm guessing, Barney, you watch more Oilers games than most other teams. Ish.
It's all about sprinkling, baby.
Flaws. Every team has flaws.
Yeah, you can pick any team apart.
Not that quickly.
Oh, sure you can.
You're just familiar with them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
maybe the 5'6" defenseman in San Jose.
I think it's an awful decision. If I'm Connor's agent, we're not even picking up. If 780 number comes, not even answering.
So, like, I can paint two scenarios for you that both make sense, okay? One, Connor Hellebuck goes to Milano Cortina, wins the gold medal. He comes back to the U.S. He's a hero. He's at the Oval Office. Everything is great. And then he comes back to Canada and things are icy and he's like, I need out of here. That's scenario one. Scenario two is Connor Hellebuck goes to Milano Cortina, wins a gold medal. He comes back. He's a hero. He's feted. He's never won anything like this before. He's the toast of town. He gets back to Winnipeg and he's like, this place is a sinkhole and they're never going to win. Get me somewhere where I want to win. Where hockey matters. And hockey doesn't, like, say whatever you will about the success of the Florida Panthers. It doesn't matter in Florida. So, like, we just don't know what it is that he's after.
I heard there was a list of 8 teams that he gave that he would move to. Well, of course, we haven't seen that. That hasn't come out anywhere. But I think that's incredibly, incredibly selfish of an NHL player to go, you got to move me, but only here.
But Sharky, and look, I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Pro sports is selfish. Okay. I mean, that's the reality. It's a business. It's the reality of the situation. If Winnipeg didn't like it, they should not have given him a no movement clause to begin with in the contract. But they probably felt like they needed to in order to sign him. Not only has Winnipeg and Kevin Cheveldayoff put himself and themselves in this mess, they created it with the no movement clause. But on top of that, by waiting until this point, what just happened is the Jets just lost any kind of leverage they may have had, and the price just went down for what they can get back for Hellebuck.
But what if he did the Dylan Larkin thing and restricted him so much that they couldn't even get a deal? Right?
Yeah, well.
What if he said, I'll only go to Vegas, I'll only go to Minnesota, I'll only go to whatever, right? I'm not going to Detroit, I'm not going to Chicago. Yeah.
Who's even running the Red Wings right now?
A guy named Bob. Yeah.
Kevin Cheveldayoff. Like,
how is he still employed?
Well, I disagree.
I think he should be picked up by somebody else. Like, if he's able to, he's grocery shopping at the corner store. He wants to go to Superstore. He wants to go to the big. He's got nothing to work with, and now, his hands are tied. Gene Kranz, who helped land Apollo 13 back, that guy was a magician. Right underneath him is Kevin Cheveldayoff.
Kevin Cheveldayoff's making great dinners, and he's shopping at 7-Eleven.
And he's from Blaine Lake.
Yeah.
And they have won two playoff series since he became 3 playoff series. They have not gotten out of the second round. And over the course of 15 years, they have won 3 playoff series.
I watched him in the Western Conference Final, and Chevy was a GM.
But they have underachieved.
2018.
They've underachieved. But I think this team's...
You're right. My bad. One conference finals appearance.
The teams he's been able to put together with what he has to work with and where he has to work with, come on. How does he even do it?
So here's my question. Let's look at the last 5 years. Name me an executive, a GM in pro sports, just the last 5. Did not qualify, lost in the first round in 5, lost in the first round in 5, lost in the second round in 6, did not qualify.
See, I don't know. Lakers?
St. Louis?
Yeah.
St. Louis?
St. Louis won
New
the
York
cup
Mets.
in 19.
New York Mets. Who's heading up the Mets?
That's a good one.
They trump in on everybody.
Yeah.
And then the Cleveland Browns owner.
Yeah, Cleveland Browns would be there.
Yeah.
This is what you're comparing yourself to? The Cleveland Browns?
Well, you asked us who else could be that bad.
Yeah. Right. And remain in the role.
But they also won the President's Cup. They finished
what
first.
good is that?
Well, but you expect when you win the President's Cup, when you finish first overall, you're going to have a chance to go deep in the playoffs.
Marcel on the text line saying, how does the goalie situation look at the salary cap at Edmonton? If if for some reason, even as if it's a joke, he put Edmonton on this 8-team list, Edmonton has to make it happen somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Like, you have to make it happen. I'm not going to eat a certain piece of my undergarments, but I'm really close to saying if he ends up in Edmonton, I can't see it happening.
So I'm just on the site that everybody knows so well, puckpedia.com. And it says that Edmonton's projected cap hit right now is $102 million.
Mm-hmm.
We're not just above the middle of the pack. Vegas is 112. The Leafs are 106. Dallas is 105.
Look at Carolina. Look at Carolina down there.
Carolina's at 94. So it's just really one player. The cap space that the Oilers have, according to this, it says $2 million and then deadline space $9 million. So if you can basically free up $6.5 million on your cap somehow, you can fit in Connor Hellebuck.
Can he renegotiate his contract once he gets there? No, it's not allowed, right?
No, he signed the deal. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot. So that's where you start looking at the. No, I see Utah and Buffalo Buffalo can make it happen. Easy.
But Buffalo's got that young goalie they like. Like I said, they got that young Finnish kid. They also want to win. They get the young Finnish kid that they think can take them there. Right?
It was always Vancouver.
It was always Vancouver. They got cap space. Canucks got room.
They're soon to have more guys leaving. Okay, let's shelf the Hellebuck talk and move on here. Hey, this huge news from the NFL. The Pro Bowl is officially done.
When's the last time either of you watched the Pro Bowl?
1970 something. Yeah.
It starts with a 19 anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. It really does. Yeah.
Like, I'm the weirdo who would rather watch the UFL than a lot of other things. Or if, like, scrolling through, like, I'll watch a flag game on NFL Network over a lot of things.
Absolutely. Roof ball. I'll watch roof ball.
I'm not watching the Pro Bowl.
Didn't they just go and play video games last year? Didn't they just get together and say, let's play Madden?
It was weird, man. They've basically tried everything, and everything hasn't worked.
Do all-star games even matter in sports anymore?
Just baseball.
I think just baseball.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about, like, I was thinking about this earlier, like the origin of the all-star game, not to really sound ancient, but when we were young pups, we would get one national game a week to watch on TV. That's it.
Yeah.
So the all-star game was a way to see all these stars all at once, which you never had an opportunity to see play really ever, other than the playoffs, really the World Series, maybe the CSs. And so it was such a novelty and a big thing to see these stars. Now everything's literally at our fingertips. So it's not a big deal to get to see a bunch of, star NBA players or star NFL players because we have access to all of them now.
That's right.
Remember back in the day when we were younger, Wally, my dad, was sitting Allie was watching. You were in Vonda watching.
In Vonda, yeah.
And the NHL All-Star game, and it was a chance to see Wayne Gretzky versus Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
Sure.
And sweet jerseys. NHL All-Star games to have.
It stopped. Like, you stopped what you were doing because it was such a big event.
It was.
And now, not only does it not matter, everyone's trying to figure out, all right.
Yeah.
The reason it still exists is because for sponsors and partners and all those kinds of things, it's still such a client lucrative access to these people kind of thing. That's why that Four Nations face-off.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so big.
Just took off because that thing suddenly mattered.
Yeah.
And because I was down in Florida, it was during the break, and all the Americans were talking, all the ESPN, all the networks were talking about, everyone was like, Gary Bettman genius, hockey genius, what they did here. And then football's like, why can't we do it? Basketball's like, we need to do something like this. And baseball's kind of got their thing, all that. Here's the crazy, imagine, it would not be very good, imagine a CFL All-Star game.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one for a long time. There was one.
When was the last one?
I just don't know when you would do it.
Yeah. They did it after the season, I remember.
Yeah. The only thing, and Stu Johnson's basically come out and said that in 28 around the Olympics, they're not going to stop the CFL. What if if some of the CFL guys are going to play in the Olympics in 28, would you do a CFL All-Star game during that time and just take a week or two off? I don't know. Probably not, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Want to guess when the last one was? I've got two options for you.
Go ahead.
The true last All-Star game, East versus West, 1983 in Vancouver. Then there was CFL All-Stars versus the hometown Edmonton Eskimos in 1988.
There you go. I've been to baseball's All-Star game, 1979, Seattle.
Wow.
Nolan Ryan started.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a man.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah. And I happen to know that Bobby Orr's All-Star jersey is in Regina. There you go.
Which game?
It doesn't matter. It's one of his All-Star jerseys, and it's in Regina. So I can't say where it is. I'm sworn to silence, but yeah.
Hey, who was the Blue Jays All-Star this year? Ernie.
Yep.
Ernie.
Speaking of my Jays.
Your Jays.
I think they're done.
You do, huh?
You?
No, I think they're in...
for the next 3 weeks. That's all it's going to be.
Are the Jays done?
It's going to be like, I think they're done. Do you?
So they're in intensive care.
They are.
But they're stable. Still a long way to go, but they're still in the ICU unit. But the priest has not been called.
Man, we're getting morbid here.
Yeah. We can dissect up and down and all around.
What's the biggest problem? What's the biggest problem?
They can't hit. Well, the biggest problem is they can't hit.
No, they can't.
Right there. They can't hit. And the dude who needs to get this thing going is the $500 million man who hasn't. Barney, I think this has actually become a weekly tradition, unlike any other on the Sportscage. Here we are. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. still has not hit a home run in his home ballpark this season.
Imagine if there would have been a line on that at the beginning of the year, and you put down $10, you would maybe never have to work again.
I saw the best line imaginable. Not imaginable, but a great line yesterday.
I'm listening.
Who will win a game first, including the preseason? The Ottawa Senators or the Ottawa Red Blacks? And the Senators pay plus money. The Red Blacks or the Senators?
That's a good one.
It's a tough call. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a tough call. Hey, I watched that Jays game the other day. Has Sanchez ever played before, or did they get him out of the popcorn stand? Like, he swung the bat like he was 4. Like, where did they find this guy?
He plays defense like he's 4, too, Sharky. It's...
Yeah.
Like, look, I will say this. The Trop's a tricky place. It's got a catwalk up there.
They weren't in the Trop. They were in Toronto.
No, but like the defensive play that Colson's running here, like he's running left and the ball's going right, and it's just like, oh my God. And Max Scherzer just losing his mind.
He's pulling a Trevor Harris.
Yeah.
You don't want Mad Max mad.
No, you don't. That's not a good
Watch this, Sharky. Shallow left at the Trop last week, and Sanchez starts moving towards center field, and the ball's going the opposite direction on what should have been a routine pop fly. Like, if there is a moment, a scene to capture this Blue Jays season that doesn't include Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that one might be it.
Yeah. His at-bat against Kansas City, Barney would have done better with one eye closed.
Yeah, uncompetitive.
Yeah. Not worth whatever money he's paying to be on the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Do you know that Tropicana Field was once the home of the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I do know that. For a short
I love looking at those pictures from the old days when the Lightning had to play in there. I remember watching that, and I was like a nobody. I was like, 17, 16. I was a kid. And I'm like, there's no way this team's going to last.
Let alone win 2 Stanley Cups.
They're playing in a baseball stadium. It's all weird and funky, and what's going on. And then, okay, before we go, game of the week in the Canadian Football League is...
an ode to Jeffrey from Calgary, his Stampeders hosting the Tiger Cats from Hamilton, because something's got to give in that game. I know the messaging from the Stamps yesterday was that Vernon Adams is trending positively after the hit and the bye week on starting on Saturday. The Stamps need that one, man. The Stamps need that one, and like, I don't know what to make of Hamilton. Like, I'm obviously not buying them at all, but they've showed flickers of being competitive.
Sharky said their defense was really good.
So if their defense can do enough that they sneak out of that game with a win, you're 5-7 and you're in really good shape. Although I say that, and I still think that the West crossover is definitely in play. But the Stamps need to start getting it together.
They're 5-point favorites.
Yeah, that's the game where I think that we're going to learn a lot about them.
Calgary has not won unless they've scored 40 points. That tells you all you need to know about Calgary.
Yeah.
What do you think happens in Regina here, the capital city of Saskatchewan?
I'm not on the fence on this one. I just have no idea. I have no idea. I think the Argos defense this is like the Argos go get Sean Lemon, and I like Sean, from the old folks home. Like they went
74 years old.
In a senior citizens facility, and they're like, oh my God, Sean Lemon's here. Let's bring him in. Like, it wasn't that they brought him in off the couch; they brought him off his walker.
He's taking advantage of the senior home bus to the casino.
Right. And he went from like hitting the slot machines to now he's hitting quarterbacks, and he's changed the complexion of that defense. Because ultimately, you win at the point of attack. You win by getting to the quarterback. Lemon's done that. It's invigorated this Toronto defense. I don't know how good the Argos are, but their defense looks pretty good. And when you can stop the offense by getting the quarterback, good things happen.
It's amazing, isn't it? He's 38 years old. Literally, like you said, they got him out of a wheelchair, and he's changed their team.
Turned 38 2 days ago.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of the Argos and additions, Brady Lidster is 21 years old. He was an 8th-round draft pick of Winnipeg this year. The Bombers cut him at the end of camp. Brady was bartending 4 weeks ago in Windsor. The Argos call him and say, Lirim Aralau, can you get here? Can you come? And what does he do? In a sideways rainstorm, he's perfect on the night against the Ticats.
Yeah.
And at a time where this entire league has been looking for kickers, the dude pouring pints in Windsor has just 21 years old, has just showed up and done it. Wow.
He's got a margarita maker in his locker, and the players love him.
I wonder what his go-to is.
So you got Sean Lemon, almost twice this dude's age.
Could be his dad.
In off the couch, and you got Brady in from behind the bar, and the Argos are winning football games.
Love it.
How can you not love the Canadian?
It tells you there's a balloon to be popped there. Like it's going to burst.
Sean Lemon's going to be taking advantage of the early bird at the casino. Maybe hit some slappers in the early bird buffet.
Boys, how can you not love the Canadian Football League if that's what's going on there? Like, come on now. Like, that's what I'm here
and then
for.
Buddy picks up a shift slinging pints. Love it. Well, league. That's what they should have to do. Players, the one game they should have to work till 5, and then you
go to the game.
And you rush to the field and play. It's like men's league.
It's like senior hockey. Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. All right. Well, have a good weekend. I'll keep you updated on. It's been a week of taking it right here in the chin.
Yeah.
I better turn things around this week when it comes to betting.
Might be an underplay on Saturday in Regina.
This is how desperate I am. I'm looking to rebound in NFL preseason football tonight.
Those are long lines to pick.
That's when you got bartenders and you got guys that fix slot machines that are on the field. Yeah. Man, this is fun. Okay. I'm not here next week.
Thanks,
See you a
Arash.
week after, bud. Later.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Coast to Coast with Arash Madani, brought to you by Brian Gawley, Smart Investing Solutions. Be smart with your money. And call Brian. We got some good text messages coming in here that we can get to in a bit when we come back, and also the clutch performer and unclutch performers. It's a Sports Cage. We'll be right back.
620 CKRM on location.
And it's the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery and a chance to win $250,000. If I had $250,000, I'd be a millionaire. That's a lot of money for a small-town lottery. Big ticket win. Tickets are $100, and we'll make those draws Monday at 12 noon. We got $330,000 in combine cash for the purchase of a brand-new combine. You go down to Pattison Agriculture in Wynyard. We've also got the Rocky Mountain Equipment out of Yorkton involved in this one. We've got Mazer Group out of Yorkton. And we can get you involved in this lottery as well by giving us a phone call or checking out the website, combineLotto.com, or you can call 1-888-453-1998. Tickets are dwindling away. 1-888-453-1998. Call now.
Why juggle multiple providers when you can have one seamless experience? On the farm, acreage, or cottage, Access Communications has you covered with internet, TV, and security. One provider, one bill. One reliable rural home solution. Backed by our great customer service. Get internet and Wi-Fi that hold up in tough weather. Plus TV anywhere with Access Next TV. And security you can monitor from your phone. You can have it all with Access. Sign up today and save $20 per month when you combine services. Visit myaccess.ca.
Hello, Clarice.
It's Brittany.
Have the lambs stopped screaming?
Those aren't lambs. That's my garage door. I don't know why it's making that sound.
I hope you called Busy Bee Doors. They can fix or replace any commercial or garage door.
I did, and?
Brittany? Paul from Busy Bee. What's with the old guy on the dolly?
Ugh, ignore him.
I do wish we could chat longer, but...
Busy Bee Doors, the garage door specialists.
Getting in on more of the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
Karen explains why she is comfortable investing her money with Brian Golly of Smart Investing Solutions.
I don't have to worry about it. Once I do it, I know it's looked after, and I have seen good success as well in our investment. He's very knowledgeable, he's very trustworthy, and he wants the best for his clients.
Don't guess with your money. Call Brian at 306-546-2533. SmartInvestingSolutions.ca.
Got a landscape project in mind this year, but not sure how to bring it together? Hi, I'm Sean from the Rusty Shovel Landscape Shop. This is where projects get stuck, not knowing what to do first. That's what our project consult is for. We'll come out, walk the space with you, and help you build a clear plan. Whether you're doing it yourself or need a contractor, we'll point you in the right direction. Book your project consult today at therustyshovel.ca/consult. Great projects start at the shovel. The Rusty Shovel Landscape Shop. 2 green thumbs up.
Why do people love pickles so much? They'll tell you it's all about that tang. So Taco Time put new tangy dill salsa on a burrito, taco, and deluxe Mexi fries. It's big pickle energy for a limited time. Anytime is taco time. It's a pickle person thing.
The Sportscage Clutch Performer for Keln Solar. Thinking about saving money by using solar power? Keln Solar is a local family company that can put solar panels on your home, business, or farm. KelnSolar.com.
This show's going to go sideways here, I feel. It's Keln Solar time. It's Clutch Performer time. Let's get it going. Do you guys have one out of the gate? I got to pull mine up here. Oh, there it is.
I have one, but it's a little different than normal. I've been traveling this week, was all over the province.
I was a highwayman.
Yeah, I was a highwayman. But I was in Melfort Tuesday night.
Oh, City of Northern Lights.
Yeah, and, Canalta Inn and slid over to the Loft Liquor Store.
That's beside the Boston Pizza.
It is.
Across the street from the golf course.
Exactly. You know exactly where it is. Just before the curve. And anyway, I have to say, fantastic store. It's a fantastic store.
Good service?
Good service. Great selection. They've got a giftware. Their wine selection was awesome. I highly recommend the Loft.
You're hanging out in the Canalta by yourself drinking wine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a 6-pack.
No.
Okay.
Still had to do work.
Funny story about that Boston Pizza. Last year, the boys hockey, the boys hockey team was up in Melfort doing the swing, and I felt so bad for the employees there because it was January or February, whatever. It's cold out.
Yeah.
And their heating system was broken, but just for the bathrooms.
Oh.
So the bathrooms were literally like -10. I don't care. I felt bad for the females that were with us.
Cold seats.
And the problem is we guzzled for an hour before anyone ever realized, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then it was like,
something wrong in the bathroom.
It is cold in there. I felt, and it employees felt so bad. But yeah, Melfort, great town. Coulson?
Yeah, I got one. So this here is Donna Warner. She just won the club championship at, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but the Wanamatonomy golf course. She is 79, right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty impressive. The more impressive part, this is her 35th Women's Club Championship.
Oh, come on.
Donna, that's a run.
Yeah, so we're showing up the
Donna's a stick.
List of champions here. I believe that's from 88 to 2000 there. 13 straight.
If you're watching the stream, that's good find.
Her first win's in 74.
Yeah, and then, again, one last year at the age of 79.
Janice Golden in 83. I'd like to know the story there, how she upset her. Janice
knocked her off.
Janice went on a heater.
Yeah.
And then Marge Packer.
And then Priscilla Foley.
Margie.
Yeah, and Catherine Murphy in the early 2000s there went on a 5-peat. Kind of
But Donna still came back.
Yeah, and Donna said, that's enough of that.
Let's get Donna on the show.
Yeah. How do we, there's your challenge of the day. Alan Donna.
I'll give him my best, but
we can use it for tomorrow. We've got time to fill.
Mine is local, and everybody loves her. Gloria Evans, who works on 620 CKRM. She has been elected into the Saskatchewan Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Wow. Way to go, Gloria. Nicely done.
Unbelievable job. She is my clutch performer. Unclutch performer today.
Okay.
Anyone out there listening right now, maybe you're at the office, you just left the office. If you reply all to emails that you shouldn't reply all to.
Those are bad.
No one cares. What you just don't be that guy or girl.
Yeah.
Don't reply all. Just when you're gonna do it and be like, this is clever.
Yeah.
I got something clever to say or something really nice to say. No one.
I got a video I'd like to share.
No one cares.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Clutch performer for Kellen Solar, Lumsden, Saskatchewan. Anything solar and now livestock operation. When it starts getting cold here, you want to know what they can do and how they can help out. Look them up. Family-run business from Lumsden, Saskatchewan, Kellen Solar. WHL camps are underway. Pats are underway under the orange top.
Yep.
Construction at the YQR distillery or whatever it's going to be called. Man, they keep ripping stuff. I got a funny feeling they keep finding stuff and being like, well, I got to take out that floor.
Yeah.
Get the jackhammers going.
Got to call Real again. We'll rework this deal.
Yeah. But the Pats are skating. It's going on in Moose Jaw. Saskatoon starts tomorrow. Prince Albert. Brandon. It's a busy time. And then SJHL camps.
Right after that. Yeah.
Starting as well. The other thing, you're doing the show tomorrow with Crofty.
I hope so.
It's going to be awesome.
Yep.
Don't forget on Sunday, the 3-0 Regina Thunder hosting Edmonton, 1 p.m. Leibel Field.
That's a big one. Mm-hmm. Thunder, Edmonton's 2-1, right?
They upset Saskatoon.
Well, some would call an upset, but maybe Edmonton's finally put a team together.
That team hasn't. I would like to know the last time one of the Edmonton teams beat
Is it the
Saskatoon.
Wildcats or the Huskies?
The Huskies. That's who they're playing this weekend. I think that's who upset.
I think it was the Wildcats. I don't know. I'm turned around now.
I could be wrong. Let's look up the PFC. Can we look up the PFC?
That's the hardest thing to find.
Schedule.
Is it? That's one tough.
Is it like the Western Canadian Baseball League?
Yeah, it's one.
It's up there.
They just stopped doing. Guy goes on holidays. They just stopped doing stuff for like 8 days. What?
You got to go through like 15 different links to find all the stuff.
And then you mention a game, and then someone messages in, they're playing a double header tonight from like 3 weeks ago. How are we supposed to know?
Can't find that
Speaking of that, I did have a couple of messages because our high school football report starts next Friday.
Love it.
Because I'm off until Friday. I don't know, I think you might be coming on for me Friday too. Friday Night Lights for Warren Steinley. He's back sponsoring it. Yep. Conservative MP, Regina Louvan. And Manitou, Mainline, Chrysler, Deeps, Dodge, and Ram in Watrous, Saskatchewan. King of Trucks, worth the drive. Starting to get a couple messages in about high school football. Let us know. The best is hi, H-I, at sportscage.com. If your son plays, your grandson, you, whatever.
Give us anything.
Just give us a lay of the land of your team and the league, if you want. I got the other thing I got today was a screenshot of the Highway 22 Storm and their schedule. They open up at home next Thursday against Central Butte in Cupar.
Is that the chili bowl?
I was just going to say, somebody involved with the Highway 22, can you let us know what game you're doing the chili at? And then I know we said this last, the problem is the show is on when the kids play.
Yeah.
But they have lights.
Or
So
they found some.
And they're going to do some game. It's a night game in Southie on September 11th.
Okay.
Maybe we can rip out there. That's a 7. They got to have.
It's a Friday night. Friday Night Lights.
September 11th.
Yeah.
I think that's a bad day for me. Double header week. Lemberg. Do they got any other night games? 7 o'clock kickoff. Hanley's home there. So
Okay.
our only night game might be the 11th in Southie. Lumsden would be another good spot to go. We should have went to that playoff game last year.
The Devils, the Lumsden Devils.
What else is close? Indian Head.
Indian Head. We can make Fort. We can go to the Fort.
The Fort.
Yeah.
God, and if we go, you and I will sprinkle. just between us.
We don't run a line on high school football.
Well, unless if you text
probably
us.
find one. We can
let
find
me
one.
know. But yeah, you and I will make it interesting. I think, or we can maybe go do the show somewhere. Mosh, if you're listening, sorry.
Yeah. Budget.
No, just like an in and out. No, we don't need a sleepover.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I love going on the road.
We did
those SJHL shows on the road. That was fantastic.
One.
Well,
we did get invited to go to Flin Flon, and I think those guys hate me now.
We went to Melville and Yorkton.
Oh, Travis says wrong Husky team. Thunder are playing the Huskies. They're 0-3. Wildcats beats the top. Thanks, Travis.
Thank you.
In 2009 was the last time the Wildcats beat the Hilltops, per Matt Young. We had him on early this week. Yeah, last week.
2009.
Yeah, so the Wildcats are starting to put things together.
Love it. Love that those Edmonton teams are coming around.
We got
one of them, just one.
Yeah, well, maybe
to start.
Ali Saad. We have he's back in the lineup. We need him. Help the pass rush. Dave Thomas sitting down with Mr. Saad.
Ali Saad, it's great to see your smiling face back out on the football field. Obviously, let's talk about a couple of setbacks. First, last week in BC, this looks like the team took this one pretty hard. Tell me about what emotions have went through the team this week as you try to turn the page.
I mean, yeah, we were really upset about it, of course, but as we say, like we got to move on to the next opponent and just keep stacking days from there. Team, I guess, we sat down, we talked about it, we discussed the mistakes and what we did right, of course, and we just got to move on and continue stacking days.
Trevor Harris talked about, we can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. A, how true is that? And B, how do you break doing the same thing over and over again?
Yeah, Trevor's 100% right for sure. Again, just like I said, we got to keep stacking days for sure. Some ways that we can change that, of course, is just going to film, watching what we're doing wrong, and people stepping up, I guess, and that's it.
Let's talk about your personal adversity. You had such a strong training camp. You got a strong start to the season, then to get nicked up in practice or off the field, if you will, in non-game situation. How difficult has that been to overcome?
It was really difficult, I'm not going to lie, but I had these teammates and stuff like that. They're like family to me. They always came around, spoke to me whenever I was down and stuff like that. But coming out here feels a little bit rusty, of course. But at the end of the day, these guys are helping me. These guys are bringing me back up to where I was.
What was harder to get back to the mental level that you were playing at, which was at a very high level, by the way, or to get back physically? Of course, the physical injury kept you off the field.
Honestly, both, I would say, but mentally was mainly the big thing, because I came out really hot this season, starting off and stuff. Was expecting a lot, especially coming out hot in the beginning. I mean, injuries happen here and there, but at the end of the day, we just got to keep going.
Have you had to overcome an injury like this before? Because obviously you're very young in your professional career.
No, this is the first one.
And so obviously you didn't know how to handle it, I'm sure.
Exactly, and that's why I have these older guys here too that take care of me and stuff like that and help me out.
Now, you said, okay, I got to get running, I got to get my wind back. There's obviously a game speed involved, but it looked pretty seamless, your transition back into the lineup last week. How did you evaluate your own personal performance?
I thought I was decent. I thought I was a little bit rusty at the end of the day. I had some mistakes here and there, but overall condition is the main thing for me. I just got to get back to the groove.
So as you get into the groove, you're playing against the Toronto Argonauts, a team you've seen already this year, a quarterback that loves throwing the football. So how do you prepare for him and the offense that you're going to face?
Again, we're really excited to play against him, of course. They're a great team, great quarterback and everything like that. We love how he holds the ball for a while and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, we're just going to come and send the pressure to him for sure.
All right, last question for you. Luke Mullender pointed this out in his analysis last week. The one word that he used that stuck in my brain was understanding. He felt that your understanding of the game and understanding of the system you need to execute is at another level from where you were even earlier in the season. Do you agree, disagree?
100% agree. Last year, again, I was struggling big time, especially getting used to everything, having these older guys help me out around and stuff like that. Coming in this year, again, I came with a different mindset, different, and basically trying to just show what I can really do and show my real talents. And as an experienced player, basically, yeah.
So far, so good in showing those talents. Ali, appreciate it. It's great to see you back on the field. Thanks for this.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
620 CKRM on location.
Here we go. It's the final push for the big lottery. It's the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery. We're going to wrap things up on Sunday, and we're going to make all the draws Monday. A chance to win big. $250,000 in cash up for grabs for a $100 ticket. And if you want the combine and you want to improve what you have or get something, maybe a bigger header, bigger hopper, we can give you $330,000 in combine cash towards the purchase of a brand new John Deere, Case IH, or a New Holland combine. The choice is yours. We've also got a 50-50 that's paying out close to $150,000 right now. It's like at $145,000, but climbing. We've got 10 packs for $100 a piece. We've got tickets going at $100 a piece for the grand prize. Go to CombineLotto.com or call 1-888-453-1998. 1-888-453-1998.
What's going on in the markets? When is the right time to invest? What should you do with your money today? When Linda had questions, she talked to Brian Golly.
He's always well prepared and has answers for us. We take it as gospel, and he's led us down the right path so far.
You don't have to plan your financial future alone. Call Brian Golly of Smart Investing Solutions. 306-546-2533.
We would recommend Brian anytime, and we would recommend him to anybody.
The Roughriders season is here, and the biggest 50-50 in Saskatchewan is back. Last year's 50-50 raised over $3.3 million for amateur football in Saskatchewan, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Rider Nation. This year, we have bigger loyalty and early bird prizes than ever before, not to mention those life-changing 50-50 jackpots. See all of the prizes and buy your tickets today at ridersfiftyfifty.ca. And never miss a chance to win when you sign up for the 50-50 Club.
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC.
Lottery license LR260010.
Great coaches make great calls. And at home, you're in control of the game. Add SaskTel TV to your lineup and enjoy popular channels, including sports in stunning 4K for as low as $40 a month. So, what do you say, Coach? Ready to add in the difference maker? Visit SaskTel.com/make-the-call to learn more. Conditions apply.
What's the deal with carpet? You vacuum it every week, and it still acts like it's collecting evidence.
No matter what flooring you need, the experienced local team at Flooring Superstore can help you find the right fit for your home and your budget. Whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, vinyl, linoleum, artificial turf, floors for gyms, they've got it all.
You know, that's actually a really good deal.
Flooring Superstore. Quality floor covering at the best price. FlooringSuperstoreRegina.ca.
For 70 years, Freeze Tallman has been more than a building supplier. It's been part of the community. Family owned since 1956, Freeze Tallman is proud to grow alongside the families, builders, and businesses they serve. This milestone is about more than time. It's about trust, hard work, and relationships built to last. Thank you for being part of the Freeze Tallman story. Visit freezetallman.com. Freeze Tallman. Locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years.
Getting in on more of the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportsselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Extreme Hockey and Sport, 1425 McIntyre Street, the Cooperator Center, Moose Jaw Temple Garden Center, and online at extremehockey.net.
Connor Hellebuck made a statement. He says he wants out of Winnipeg. He let him know about 7 months ago. They're keeping it under wraps, but now it's out in the open there. Baseball. Blue Jays, Royals, Jays trying to make it 2 in a row. Just got a note, too. Let's give a shout-out to this. In Foam Lake tonight, we got high school football. Indian Head. No. What's the date? 27th. They're at Indian Head. Foam Lake, Indian Head. 7 p.m. kickoff. They must have bulbs. Love it. High school football is here. For Extreme Hockey and Sport, they can get you fitted with expert advice. Take your old gear in with your kids or you and say, does this still fit? No, because you got a big boiler. You need new pants. That's what they'll say to me. No, but you want to take your kids in there with their gear. They got expert fitting. Female hockey, male, doesn't matter, whatever. And then wait till you see the sticks that have arrived. New for 2026. They are local. They support local. Extreme Hockey and Sport. 2 locations in Regina and 1 in Moose Jaw. Up against the clock already. Brian Raymond's on the phone from Flowing Springs. Hey, Brian, high school football season. The evenings are just perfect. Like another perfect evening to get out there and golf.
Yes, it is. An absolutely gorgeous evening. The weather's been amazing lately. But I'm a little disappointed to see that high school football started because you know what that means. It's that time of year. But so get out and play. I mean, we're running out of time.
I love golf in September. Okay, people coming in for the Rider game. Let's focus on those people. You want to golf? You're coming in. There's probably times available.
Yes, absolutely. There's times available tomorrow. There's times available Saturday, of course. In the morning, it cuts off a little bit in the afternoon because folks are wanting to watch the Riders. And, of course, Sunday morning, we've still got openings. So if you're interested in playing this weekend and you're coming into town and you got the sticks with you, by all means, give us a call. We've got a great golf course, great driving range. And if you only got time for 9 holes, we can accommodate you.
Okay, so if someone's sitting, they want to go play golf tonight, let them know how. After 5:30, tell them the deal.
After 5:30, $23.50 to come out and play the golf course. And, at 5:30, you can still easily get 9 holes in. And, I mean, this is a gorgeous night. It's warm, but it's a little bit of a breeze. I'm on the driving range, by the way, so I know how nice it is.
Oh, perfect. How do they find you, Brian?
Give us a call at 306-543-5050, and you can book online at flowingspringsgolf.com.
All right. Have fun. Swing away. Hit them straight.
Yeah, absolutely. Go have a great weekend, guys, and go Riders.
Yeah, there he is. Brian Raymond from Flowing Springs Golf Course, best golf value in Saskatchewan. We got Glen Suitor in hour 3. We're back after the news.
620 CKRM on location.
Why test for asbestos? Because before 1990, asbestos was commonly used in more than 3,000 building materials and other products. Because when asbestos fibers become airborne, they get into the lungs and cause severe damage over time. Because asbestos exposure is the #1 cause of work-related deaths in Saskatchewan. Built before 1990? Test for asbestos. Start at worksafesask.ca.
Why juggle multiple providers when you can have one seamless experience? On the farm, acreage, or cottage, Access Communications has you covered with internet, TV, and security. One provider, one bill. One reliable rural home solution, backed by our great customer service. Get internet and Wi-Fi that hold up in tough weather, plus TV anywhere with Access Next TV. And security you can monitor from your phone. You can have it all with Access. Sign up today and save $20 per month when you combine services. Visit myaccess.ca.
Make Regina Rams football part of your family's fall traditions. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you access to all 4 Rams home games at an affordable price. Experience the energy, the excitement, and unforgettable moments of live university football while supporting student athletes from our community. This year, season ticket holders receive early entry at Leibel Field and a dedicated entrance at Mosaic Stadium. Affordable entertainment, exciting football. Get your season tickets today at cougarsandrams.com/tickets.
620 CKRM on location.
Hey, Saskatchewan, the countdown is officially on for the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery. What a main event this is going to be. Imagine being the grand prize winner, facing the choice, the ultimate choice. Do you take home $330,000 in combine cash to upgrade your combine at any one of our participating dealers? Or do you take $250,000 in cold, hard cash paid directly to you? Life-changing experience, life-changing money, but you can't win if you don't play. Plus, there's 25 additional cash prizes of $1,000 each up for grabs. We've got a 50-50 that's around $145,000 in climbing. We've got 380 tickets remaining for the grand prize, and we're waiting for your call. Check it all out or get your tickets online at combinelotto.com or call 1-888-453-1998. That's 1-888-453-1998.
Getting in on more of the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
What's the deal with carpet? Why do they call it wall-to-wall? Where else was it going to go?
No matter what flooring you need, the experienced local team at Flooring Superstore can help you find the right fit for your home and your budget. Whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, vinyl, linoleum, artificial turf, floors for gyms, they've got it all.
You will never be even, Steven.
Flooring Superstore. Quality floor covering at the best price. FlooringSuperstoreRegina.ca.
Thinking about tackling your own landscape project this year, but not totally sure where to start? Hi, I'm Sean from the Rusty Shovel Landscape Shop. We work with DIY homeowners every day, helping you figure out what to use, how it all goes together, and how to avoid the stuff that can trip you up. Whether it's a patio, artificial turf, sprinklers, or adding some lighting, we'll help you make the right calls. Let's build a plan together. Great projects start at the shovel. The Rusty Shovel Landscape Shop. 2 green thumbs up.
We are the voice of Saskatchewan. 620 CKRM Regina, a Harvard media station.
CKRM.
The news is brought to you by Crestview Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, home of Saskatchewan's biggest selection of Ram trucks and Jeeps. CrestviewChrysler.ca.
It's 5 o'clock. A good evening, partly cloudy and 29 degrees in Regina. I'm Will Mansick from the SAS Today newsroom with 620 CKRM News. The Saskatchewan NDP is challenging the government's approach to fighting back against U.S. tariffs. Trade critic Kim Breckner says Premier Scott Moe should remove American liquor from Saskatchewan shelves rather than impose a 50% levy. She also criticized Moe for ruling out export tariffs and for not outlining measures to protect workers and consumers. Finance Minister Jim Ryder disputes her claims about the alcohol levy, saying SLGA will collect the charge and that it will not go to Ottawa. The Saskatchewan Association of Rural Municipalities is welcoming the province's new data center framework. SARM President Bill Huber says while the current Bell Canada development takes up 160 acres of land, the economic benefits are significant. He adds local governments are still maintaining final approval over projects.
You know, if there's a municipality that doesn't want it or they don't think it's something they want to have in their municipality, they have that opportunity to say no to it.
Huber notes that future projects will also need to generate their own electricity, keeping the burden off the provincial grid. Regina's major rail facilities are headed for a new chapter under Brandt. Council approved a change yesterday allowing the company to take over operations and maintenance of 4 city-owned sites until at least the end of 2031. Brandt requested the change after reviewing Real's operations and finances, citing the need for an integrated approach across the campus. FC Regina says it was not consulted before the proposed management change and remains concerned about how quickly the decision was made. A landmark donation from the Connexus Credit Union is helping the Globe Theatre complete its renovation of the Heritage Building. The financial institution is donating $500,000 to the theater to help it grow Regina's Arts Institute. Connexus CEO Selena Philpott says she believes in what the theater is doing.
We're committed to supporting what the Globe is all about, so this gift was done for the Globe from Connexus for the purpose of alignment of what we believe they're doing here.
Over 25% of the Globe's audience each season is from outside of the city. And while harvest in Saskatchewan is starting to move along, the province is still well behind the 5- and 10-year averages. The weekly crop report says 11% of crops have been harvested. Fall rye leads the way at 69%, with winter wheat sitting at 60%. Topsoil moisture in Saskatchewan is mostly adequate according to the report, and harvest on later seeded crops is also expected to begin shortly. That's 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sastoday.ca and 620CKRM.com. Your weather is next.
Matt Fisher here, General Manager at Crestview Chrysler. You know, our staff here is the best in town, so anytime they're ready for a new vehicle, they get the best price. For a limited time, we're giving that same discount to you. And you know what that means. You pay what we pay. We got a huge selection of Ram trucks, Wranglers, Durangos, Pacificas, and everything in between. If you're shopping for something new, this is officially the best time to stop in and see us. Don't miss employee pricing at Crestview in Regina.
Weather for Next Gen Coatings. Spray coatings for truck bed liners, rocker panels, and more. Same company, new name. 1865 McCarra Street, Regina. And Kevin's Marine. Make the most of summer with a boat or pontoon from Kevin's Marine in Fort Capel. kevinsmarine.com.
In your precision weather forecast tonight, partly cloudy, a slight risk for a thunderstorm. A southeast wind between 15 to 25 kilometers an hour, gusting up to 35, a low of 16. Tomorrow, partly sunny, some isolated showers and thunderstorms, a south wind to 20 to 35, gusting up to 45, a high of 31. Tomorrow night's low, 15. Saturday, partly sunny, afternoon showers and thunderstorms, a high of 27. Sunday, partly sunny, some rain, a late, a high of 23. And Monday, showers, then clearing, a high of 20. Taking a look across the province at this hour, Saskatoon 30, Swift Current 33, Assiniboia 30, Broadview and Moosomin 25, Yorkton and Melville 26, Estevan 26, Weyburn 27. Right now in Moose Jaw, it's partly cloudy. There's a southeast wind of 26, gusting up to 37, and it's 31 degrees. In Regina, it's partly cloudy. There's a southeast wind of 30, and it's 29 degrees. For more local news that matters to you, subscribe to the daily newsletter at sastoday.ca.
For over 40 years, you've known them as Regina's trusted vehicle protection specialists. Now they're introducing the next gen of coatings. New name, new level of protection. They're now Next Gen Coatings. 3 generations of their family have served your family, and that hasn't changed. Same owners, same commitment, ready for the next gen of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards. The company hasn't changed, just the name. Next Gen Coatings. 1865 McCarra Street. The next gen starts now.
This is the year to own the boat of your dreams. At Kevin's Marine, discover legendary Lund boats, built for a lifetime of serious fishing and family fun. Stretch out and relax, or enjoy the day with family on a brand new pontoon from Bentley or Crest, or make a splash in a 4-wind sport boat, all powered by trusted Mercury 4-stroke motors. Right now, get manufacturer rebates, dealer discounts, and low payment financing. Make decking easy with Shoremaster aluminum docks and lifts. Visit Kevin's Marine in Fort Capel or kevinsmarine.com.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sportscage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Access Communications. Trusted in rural Saskatchewan for internet, TV, and home security. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome back. Access Communications is the sponsor of the show today. Sharky is here for Flooring Superstore. Trent Dickin and his team. It's been a great show. I say that all the time. You go back and listen in podcast form if you missed any of it, wherever you listen to podcasts, or you can go onto YouTube and watch the YouTube, because in hour one, heard a lot from Mark Mueller, offensive coordinator of our Saskatchewan Roughriders. Then we talked to Gerry Antman from KM Law on the junior hockey abuse case. That's going to be very enlightening, very informative chat with Gerry. Arash Madani was in hour two. We heard from Ali Saad. We're getting ready with Glen Suitor here in hour three, and then assistant coach of Canada's women's flag football championship team, which I caught up to earlier, Tim Seiferling, who's from Regina. Tim's going to the Olympics with that team. And then Prairie Golf Gems later this hour. We're looking at the Evergreen track in Nipawin, Saskatchewan.
Beauty.
That's how hour three plays out. Don't forget the Rough Rider Foundation 50/50 deadline 10 p.m. tonight for the early bird. So you're going to buy a 50/50 at the game? Get in on the early bird. It's a Mexico family escape. Sharky, return flights from Saskatchewan to Mazatlan. You ever been to Mazatlan?
No.
I'd like to go. 7 nights at the Rio Emerald Bay. That's a 5-star. You're pretty excited about this, aren't you? I am. 5-star. They probably have the late night room service. Who doesn't like a chicken finger and a French fry at 1 a.m. and maybe a side of tequila? Packages for 2 adults and 2 kids, all inclusive. Or you can take $5,000 cash. I'm taking the trip. I am a week in Mexico. Room service.
You're taking the trip, are you?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Probably some sort of entertainment in the evening. You'd watch a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Maybe Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift impersonator. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And then they'll try and do some Cirque du Soleil, and you hope that they don't fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Riders5050.ca. Let's talk to Glen Suitor.
Time now for press coverage with CFL and Saskatchewan Roughrider legend Glen Suitor on the Sports Cage. Brought to you by Freeze Tolman Lumber. Locally owned, family grown, rooted in our community for 70 years in Regina and Fort Capel.
Hey, there he is.
There he is.
Glen. You know what's starting tonight, Glen, in Saskatchewan, and I'm excited? 6-a-side, 9-a-side high school football.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And I just heard the discussion on Mexico. Let me start with a quick story here, if I could.
Were you teaching scuba there as well?
Well, years and years ago, okay, before the Cayman Adventures started, the same buddy, by the way, who had the place down in Cayman, his name is Ron Achille, still a friend of mine, and he and I started a business called Aquavista Vacations. Aquavista. I love this already. Aquavista Vacations was a travel, vacation deal. So we'd go down to Mexico, like Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, been to both. And we'd go down to those 2 spots because they were so popular, and that's where all the tourists went anyway. And we would do, we'd go to the hotels, and you'd have to take, my buddy and I would have to go, and we'd have to take 10 to 2 weeks to do business deals down
Scope
there,
them out. You got to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to get the good rates. Like if we bring 30 customers down, what kind of rate can we get on the rooms? What's our scuba diving deal? Can we go snorkeling? Are we good? Yeah.
I need to know the royal suite. What's the bed like? What's the bathroom? I need to stay. I need to experience it, amigo.
So we'd go down to Mexico, and what we thought is to change the diving, scuba diving, snorkeling trips to a football or soccer on the beach. So we'd get portable nets made, and we'd literally sell to North Vancouver teams, like soccer teams, that would get 10 of their soccer buddies, and we'd play 7-on-7 soccer down there. And you take down 8 teams of 7 people, and we'd go to Puerto Vallarta or Mazatlan. And just to your point about the late night room service, which I can't tell you how many times we'd go with all these athletes, hockey guys, soccer guys that come down, and we'd play touch football on the beach and all that stuff. And every one of them almost would say, I can't believe it. My stomach is off. And it must be the water down here. and I would say to them every time, I would say, hey, I've been with you almost every minute of this trip, and you haven't drank any water yet. It's all tequila. Yeah. It's all tequila all the time. In fact, I've seen you eat the worm out of the bottom of the bottle. So don't tell me your stomach's upset from the water. It has nothing to do with water.
It's never the water.
Man.
You've been living off guacamole and tequila. It's not the water.
I love it. Love it down there. That's so funny. That's great. Hey, you're getting ready for a big weekend personally.
Yeah, well, son Jared is getting married. He was over today. We're going over some of the details. There's going to be about 100 people there. They're so low key. They don't want any of the church stuff, and they've done the documentation. So this is just a huge reception that we're doing at a microbrewing pub in North Vancouver. And so it's going to be real casual, couple speeches. I'm going to make one. Haven't worked on it yet, but gonna
got a day.
I got 48 hours to figure that one out. So got to do a speech, but I'm real happy for them. They've been together for 15 years, and now they're making it official. And it's going to turn into a massive jam session. And I am, because he's bringing a couple of guitars and mics that he'll set up on the stage. There'll be a DJ there, but he's going to set up the guitars and mics. So, at some point, he's going to get up for sure and start singing.
What's his go-to? Right? Yeah. What's his first one he's going to go with?
Yeah, that's a great question, because if I, if the tips start flying, and I might even start tipping my own son, like, here's $50, give me friends in low places right out of the gate. Come on. And he'll veto that for sure. Take the 50 and say, no.
Not helping you out. Not helping you out. No.
No, I'm just kidding. You know what? What would his go-to be? It depends on
Keith Urban? Does he do Keith Urban?
Yeah,
making memories of us is a real nice wedding song.
Yeah, but he's not going to play wedding songs. He's going to play music that everybody's going to dance to.
So the first one might want to get right to the feels. No. Hit everybody in the feels with one out of the gate.
Well, I know Alexia, who's from Spain, wants some Spanish guitar too. So she wants a little of that, which he can do. And the Super Bowl guy, Bunny,
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, thank you. I think I overheard them talking about her wanting a Bad Bunny song first. So
really? Okay.
So I have I've never heard him play a Bad Bunny song, although he might have, and I would have looked to my wife and said, "What's that song?" And
you should tell him that you're getting up and you're singing Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought halfway through my speech, I just started to walk over to the guitars and say, you know what? I know the whole group here would really like me to sing a song. Because I know they don't want me to, but I know they do want him to.
and then go with Def Leppard, Love Bites. Great wedding song.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like Jared, when he was in Nashville, one of the things that got everybody up and moving was some Doobie Brothers. So he might just break into some Doobies or something like that.
That usually puts me in the couch, but okay.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like that's a great question, but I did overhear a Bad Bunny discussion. So there might be one of those
I got onto a Bad Bunny little kick there after the Super Bowl. Music's really catchy. I could see why he's very, 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 very popular. I got to mention this before we continue. Just got a text message in here. People listening in Regina, Sask Drive and Broad Street, massive accident, backed up for a long ways. Probably up to here, we can see it.
Yeah. So
avoid Sask Drive and Broad Street. Thanks for the text message. Cindy sent that one in.
Very nice.
Okay, Glenn, what are you guys doing? Can I? I'm a big ask question about wedding. What's the meal? Is it a buffet? Is it a sit down?
Oh,
it's at a brewery. You said.
You got to use the buffet. No, it's going to be catered something like real appetizer,
pheasant
sandwich,
spring rolls.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It's again low key. All the drinks are on the dad though. Guess who's the dad?
That'd be you then.
The bride's dad's got to buck up as well. Let's get some of that Spanish cash out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I made the big error of volunteering too quickly in that regard.
Yeah, that's a bad move.
You can always turn back and be like, well, I said the first hour. Not the whole night.
I said the first round. First round
was on me. I'm happy to help if you can help. I'm happy to help, but it's gonna be great. And again, 15 years together, so she's already been family for all these years. So it's
wow. Good on you. Congratulations to Jared and the crew. Send me a picture. Text me a picture this weekend. That's super exciting. So obviously you're not calling any football games this weekend. You have the weekend off. I am very intrigued about this game in Regina, though, Glenn, because Toronto's already come in here and beat us. We know Chad Kelly can sling it around the yard. He could also throw 5 interceptions, but he might throw 6 touchdowns. How are you breaking down the game between the Riders and Argonauts?
Yeah, I think the loss in the receiving core to injury has caught up to them. Obviously, the Riders in the last couple of games. I mean, they got by against Ottawa, but we've seen Ottawa self-destruct in almost every game they've played in one way or another, and that wasn't a true test. But when they did play teams like Hamilton and BC, then the loss of Sam Emelis that you're seeing on the feed now, I know he returned for the BC game, but no Schaefer Baker. And then, when those type of things hit, when you get hit with injuries in one receiving or one area like the receivers, often a coordinator like Mueller will decide to go like heavy sets with an extra lineman and a fullback, and they'll run the ball more. But now you got a young running back in Connolly who's coming back off injury, and you don't have AJ Ouellette. So I'm sure they're a little reluctant just to sort of switch strategies until they get the receivers back. Although you can mix more into it, and I like Connolly. I'm just saying that it's you don't want to completely change now. You're kind of waiting out getting some of those guys back, and that's maybe why Bridges should play. Even if you have to kind of break the huddle and tell him what he's got on every play. He may be needed. I see that the hostility in some cases in Rider Nation has been shifted from the kicker to the free safety. I see that that's happened over the last week, and we'll see what happens. I think Lacombo, if he's going to be the guy there, he's probably got slightly better speed. A little more agile, does not have a lot of career interceptions in his over 50 games he's played in. He's not started in all of those games at safety, but he's had opportunities and hasn't made the big play in the interception department.
How do they make it a little bit easier on safeties? Explain that to us and to people. How can they make it a little bit easier on the safeties? Do they play more of a cover 2, or what should they do?
Well, you can, yeah. I mean, if you go to more zones like cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, it's actually simpler than, we try to make it sound like it's more complicated than it really is. I mean, if you go to a cover 2, there's 2 deep safeties, basically. One is the free safety usually. The other is a halfback or corner, depending on how you rotate. It can be the Sam as well that will drop back. And so you have 2 deep splitting the field in half. And then you have either zones underneath, or you can play cover 2-man with man-to-man underneath, and then those 2 high players for any deep routes they can help on. And what it does to help the free safety is it cuts his responsibility down in a big way, because now he's only dealing with helping half the field, not basically 3/4 of the field. The wide side corner, even with these hash marks changes, basically on his own anyway. If you play any kind of man-to-man look, the wide side corner is basically on his own. But the 2 halfbacks, so the slot positions on offense, or the short side wide out, the safety needs to be responsible for, in basic man-to-man cover 1 defense, and helping those 3 players. He needs to be the deep guy. He can't be influenced when he gets layered routes. In other words, if BC runs a dig over the middle with McInnes and then a seam route behind it, then the safety can't jump the dig route thinking he's going to make a play there and leave that deeper one on the seam wide open. And I know I'm sort of getting...
Yeah, no, but even worse than that is the old dig from the wide out, wheel from the inside guy.
Yeah. So you want to stay with depth, and the way you can help, to your question, Barney, is to, if you play more cover 3, you're splitting it into thirds now. So the safety only has not between the hash marks where they are now, but a little wider than that. But he has the middle of the field deep in that zone, and there's 2 players outside him that have that part of the field. So there's
but
ways
then
to do that.
You're susceptible to the run more, right?
Well, if you're playing 2-man, yes, because everyone's got their back to you, so you can't get as much run support from DBs or linebacker, Sam linebacker who's covering. If you're playing zones, though, your run defense should be just as solid, because you're dropping to your spot, but you're still facing the play. So you can react, come out of it, and as soon as you see the ball handed off, you just head to the football.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So
I got a question for you on Toronto's defense. Sean Lemon has gone to the Fountain of Youth, drank from whatever water he got. Are you going to drink the same, first off, to come back? But what a difference he's made to their defense in such a short period of time as a 38-year-old.
So, Sharky, you're saying that red wine is not the elixir we're looking for?
So far, drinking by himself in a hotel room in Melford.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Because I thought that was the elixir we were looking for.
Yeah, I've used it. It hasn't turned out well. Yeah.
Good Chianti is not working. Yeah. But anyway, I hate Sean Lemon. Good for him, man. Like, first of all, I've said this many times when it comes to when we somehow take for granted when a guy is playing at such a high level, like, a Matthew Betts or, someone who's a rush end that we start to take for granted because they are so skilled and talented at what they do. And then all of a sudden they're gone and you just don't realize how great they were. I think Sean Lemon is that player. I mean, he had some issues. Don't get me wrong. He's not this, angel child or anything. He's had some off-field stuff. But as far as his skill on the field, his toolkit is more full than any toolkit in the business when it comes to pass rush moves, straight power, quick hands, quick feet, that first step off the line of scrimmage, all those things that make a great rush end. He's as good as any we've seen. And the surprising part is that when he's doing it in the fourth quarter, last week when I watched the Bombers, the question to me was, are the Bombers still that Bomber team, or are they getting older and that's going to catch up to them as the season goes on and as a game goes on? And you saw that game against Edmonton, how the first half they looked like they were back and the second half was completely different. So I'm watching that again this week, and it's the same for a player. Sean Lemon in the fourth quarter is still getting it done. So, man, wow.
In 40 seconds, can you give us what's your take on how big the Calgary game is, Calgary-Hamilton?
Huge, and it sounds like VA is trending in the right direction as far as being able to go. I don't know if that's been completely official just yet, but I do know that 2 days ago, the report from Dave Dickinson was trending in the right direction, as is Diedrich Mills, because both left and both were injured. If they're not in, it almost equals the field, because Hamilton's got a decent defense. So does Calgary. And Hamilton's trying to find wins through backup quarterbacks and rotations there, including Trey Ford and others. And we'll see about VA. If VA's not ready, it equals the playing field in that game.
Have a great weekend.
Enjoy.
Wedding.
Yep.
Exciting. And then can't wait to see you next weekend when you were, because I'm not in on Tuesday, Thursday, but I'll see you at the game for sure before the game.
Yeah, that sounds great. And I'm going to send you the 20-second Blame It All on My Roots. You showed up with suits.
That showed up with suits. There we go.
New line. Love it.
There he is. One of the owners of Aqua Vista Vacations, Glen Suitor, joining us here on the Sports Cage for Freeze Tallman. Love it. Love you, Suits. Talk
Take
to you
care.
in a week.
Thanks, man.
It is the Sports Cage. We'll be right back.
620 CKRM on location.
And here we go. We want to get you a ticket, and it's up to you. You got to take that leap of faith. Grab a ticket, have a chance to win. Tell your neighbors, friends, family members. If they want to go on some tickets with you, split it up, do some pool tickets, and then split the winnings coming your way on Monday at noon. We'll have all the draws at that time. We're going to give away $250,000, $250,000 for a $100 investment, and that's the way you look at it. Saskatchewan loving Saskatchewan. You're investing back into small town southern Saskatchewan, and it's just a great opportunity to give back and win big. Maybe you're on the farm. Maybe you're looking at your combine going, it's seen better days. I think I'm going to upgrade. How about we'll give you a big head start. $330,000 in combine cash towards the purchase of a brand new combine from one of our participating dealers. Our 50-50 is over $140,000 in climbing. Ask about that and more. Go to CombineLotto.com or call 1-888-453-1998. 1-888-453-1998.
Harvest savings are rolling into Redhead Equipment. Right now, you'll find major markdowns on select in-stock used harvest equipment. Whether you're looking for a combine, header, or other harvest essentials, now is the time to buy. Find the right unit to help you through harvest quickly and efficiently. Stop by Redhead Equipment or visit redheadequipment.ca today. Redhead Equipment, making tracks since 1948.
Winter in Saskatchewan tests everything, our patience, vehicles, and sometimes our bumpers. From icy parking lot dings to serious highway mishaps, choosing local matters. At Regina Motor Products Collision Center, we're Saskatchewan owned, run, and we drive these roads too. An SGI accredited full-service collision center working on all makes and models. Submit your SGI claim and book your appraisal. It's easy. When you need repairs you can trust, it's neighbors helping neighbors. Regina Motor Products Collision Center, south at Highways 1 and 6 Albert Street, rmpchevrolet.com.
The Roughriders season is here, and the biggest 50-50 in Saskatchewan is back. Last year's 50-50 raised over $3.3 million for amateur football in Saskatchewan, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Rider Nation. This year, we have bigger loyalty and early bird prizes than ever before, not to mention those life-changing 50-50 jackpots. See all of the prizes and buy your tickets today at riders5050.ca, and never miss a chance to win when you sign up for the 50-50 Club.
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC.
Lottery license LR260010.
Why juggle multiple providers when you can have one seamless experience? On the farm, acreage, or cottage, Access Communications has you covered with internet, TV, and security. One provider, one bill. One reliable rural home solution. Backed by our great customer service. Get internet and Wi-Fi that hold up in tough weather. Plus TV anywhere with Access Next TV. And security you can monitor from your phone. You can have it all with Access. Sign up today and save $20 per month when you combine services. Visit myaccess.ca.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
What should I make for supper tonight? Burgers? Nah. Pasta? Out of sauce. Tacos? I need groceries. Maybe I could actually cook? Yeah, let's not get carried away.
Let Western Pizza handle it with mouth-watering pepperoni, smoky ham, crispy bacon, loads of melty cheese, and don't forget the ribs, lasagna, or delicious souvlaki on the side. Dine in or take out today.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
The world
is changing. From the misuse of AI and the rise of deepfakes to the dangerous spread of misinformation, it's getting harder for Canadians to separate fact from fiction. That's why having a trustworthy news source is vital. At Global News, we're committed to objective journalism that cuts through the noise. Stick to the facts. Global News, Canada's trusted news.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Steelcraft Doors Regina, made in Western Canada for Western Canadians.
Connor Hellebuck has made it official. He wants to trade out of Winnipeg. Blue Jays, Kansas City Royals on the diamond right now. Kansas City's up 2-0 at the end of the first. We have some NFL preseason tonight. Rams, Chargers, 49ers, Raiders, Patriots, and Browns. It's for Steelcraft Doors, Regina, Prince Albert, Saskatoon. Steelcraft Doors, tariff-free garage doors. More coming up. Don't forget, we're going to have the Prairie Golf Gems coming up with the Evergreen course in Nipawin. But let's talk some flag football. There he is, joining us on the Western Pizza guest hotline. He's still over in Europe. He's actually in Italy. Assistant coach with the women's flag football champion, women's flag football team from Regina, Saskatchewan, Tim Seiferling. Tim, how's it going? Are you just going to stay over there for a while, or what's the deal?
We're over here for another about 2 weeks, and then back mid-September.
What are you doing? A lot of just touring around, sightseeing?
I was hoping just to relax, but my wife loves hiking, and 3 of the past 4 days we've done about 35,000 steps around some mountains. Beautiful scenery, but I'm tired.
Okay, thanks for doing this. Congratulations, man. Like, what a story. You know, you look at the gold medal, the champions at the World Championships in Dusseldorf, Canada. I know it was, you guys are one of the favorites going in. It's not like you came here a dark horse by any means, but running the table, were you a little bit surprised with that?
You know, we knew we had a lot of work to do. We knew Mexico is a 1 seed. The U.S. is a 2 seed. We're always going to be tough. They're well coached, excellent players on those teams. We figured that if we could top off in our pool at 3-0 and, probably match up against Great Britain or Austria, we would have a good chance of meeting up with Mexico. So that's, obviously where we wanted to be, one pool in our number one in our pool, and then kind of navigate our way there. We knew we played them well. I know last year you and I talked just before, I think, Panama, and we had a good game plan against them then. And unfortunately, in the gold medal game, it was rained out. They were awarded the gold, and just had some unfinished business with them this year.
Did you guys have, I guess, any player step up? Maybe it's a little bit hard to say, but I think I don't know if it was the final I was watching and the interceptions by that one lady. Did you have anyone kind of, really, I guess, step up, come out of nowhere, or come out from, maybe a spot where isn't as prevalent and really help?
That's a great question. I think there was a really big commitment with Football Canada this year, with ensuring that we had camps and enough training to have our systems put in place. And there's a high dedication, especially with a lot of the players from the East. They have a ton of practices in Montreal, and I think the systems and the extra practices do pay off.
Yeah, well, that's it. Did you guys have to pivot at all during the championship, or did you stick to the script? Did you stick to the game plan?
You know what? We were fortunate enough to stick to the game plan. One of the things that we talk about is rising through chaos, when things are happening, to calm things down and just to focus on the plan that we have in place. And I felt that worked really well, both from an offensive perspective and a defensive perspective. Defensively, we had an excellent tournament. I think we gave up 78 points in 6 total games, which was quite impressive. We followed our game plans that we had in place, and no one really ever panicked, even if they had a quick score at the beginning like the U.S. did in that gold medal game. Just everyone calm down, work through it. We have everything handled, and game plans are in place.
Do you watch a lot of tape during an event like that, or do you kind of know what you're going to get?
You kind of know what you're going to get. Every team will have their personality. I know me personally, I had 8 hours of sleep in 3 nights. I will break down all film. I try to work on game plans coming up. We had some help from other coaches in around from Quebec that were able, because of the time difference, were able to work on some stuff, breaking down tape for us, and then gave us the opportunity then for Alex, Rachel, and I to put some game plans together.
You look at the championship round, and I remember seeing this and going, well, the U.S. might not make it through the quarters here. Like, they beat Germany by 1 point, and then they beat Great Britain by 6 in the semis. Talk about adversity for that club.
Yeah, it was incredible. One of the things I know going in, you're looking at how competitive all these other countries are becoming. And even for us to qualify, you're looking at that path that we were taking was looking at coming in through Mexico. And if for some reason, say the U.S. didn't make it to that gold medal game, and it means that you're trying to get that Olympic position, but if U.S. doesn't make it to gold medal game, now you have to beat Mexico to get into that. And that was something that was on our mind too, is you could technically be playing the U.S. in the bronze medal game, and for bronze, right? So, we were watching the scoreboard, and obviously we wanted to take care of business ourselves and take that off the plate, which obviously happened.
It's a North American sweep, 1, 2, 3 with qualifiers with Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. But then again, in that bronze medal game, it's a 1-point game like Great Britain and Mexico, right? It's 20-19. Just fantastic stuff, and it's so exciting. So now that you guys have the berth, that you're going to the Olympics in Los Angeles. Like, obviously, I'm sure it's set in a bit. Has your wife gone on to VRBOs, maybe rented a place in Los Angeles for down the road already?
She hasn't started digging around in that, but it's on our to-do list for sure.
It's so cool. Did you watch any of the men's?
You know what? No, not a whole bunch, because we're just grinding away on this on our stuff. It was unfortunate. We did, when we were game planning for our last game, we turned on their game so we could watch it. And for the overtime portion, we were able to watch it, but not live. I would have loved to have been there live. It was such a great atmosphere and a great ending for their game too.
I watched a couple of their games, and I don't know if it's the same in the women's because I didn't watch you guys play Japan. But Japan, Mason Nyas told me a couple of years ago, they run a different offense. It's weird and athletic and I watched, and Japan was maybe the best team in the men's tournament, and then they didn't even make it through.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I know for the women's division, we were prepared for a lot of that side snap, 2QB type of looks, quick hits, RPO type of action.
Yeah.
And the women's team went totally away from that. They came out in a base formation with a one receiver to their left and 2 to the right, pretty much for the entire game. They never came out in another formation. I did see some of the men's highlights, and the Japan men were ridiculous, the amount of movements, and it's so hard to defend against.
Just when you think you kind of got some really good plays, and I'm watching that game and like, I can't even know how to write these down. What were they doing there? But Tim, it's awesome. We'll have to catch up again. I think I heard your wife saying she's planning a hike for tomorrow, so you want to go soak your feet.
Yes.
Thanks so much for jumping on. Travel safe, and we'll talk to you again when you're back in Regina.
Thanks, Barney.
There he is. Canada women's flag football assistant coach from Regina, Tim Seiferling, joining us here on the Western Pizza Guest Hotline. They are off to the Olympics. That is so cool. It's one of those things, too, where they qualify for the Olympics, and it's still, what is it, like less than 2 years away, but still a long time away. So it's not like you qualify and you're going. So they got time to plan and think about it. And geez, that is so awesome. And of course, the men's team going as well. It's the Sports Cage. We're on the home of sports in Saskatchewan, streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com.
620 CKRM on location.
And good afternoon. We are here still in Foam Lake. We're going to be running until about 8 o'clock tonight to keep hammering it home, reminding you, get that little brainworm happening, that you've got to get your ticket for the Foam Lake Recreation Combine Lottery, or you're going to miss out. And you're going to miss out on some big draws coming up on Monday. How about $250,000 for a $100 ticket? A $100 investment back into Saskatchewan, small town Saskatchewan, could pay off big time. $250,000 is up for grabs, and if you want a brand new combine, we'll help you out with a good jump start on that purchase by giving you $330,000 in combine cash, so you can buy yourself a John Deere, Case IH, New Holland from any one of our participating dealers. Then we got 25 subsidiary draws, each one at $1,000 a piece, and a 50-50 that's up around, well, it's going to be close to $150,000 pretty soon. As far as ticket sales, we got 370 tickets remaining. It should be sold out definitely by deadline time, but you got to get yours sooner than later because they are going fast. Check out CombineLotto.com, purchase your tickets there, or call toll-free 1-888-453-1998, 1-888-453-1998.
If you've got a Steelcraft garage door, you've got a door with parts manufactured and assembled right here in Canada. A door with better insulation and seal, plus a warranty you're probably never going to use. Combined with a LiftMaster opener, it's the right choice. And if you don't have a Steelcraft garage door, you should get one. And a LiftMaster opener. 100% made by Canadians for Canadians. Steady, tariff-free pricing and great quality, no matter what.
Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door. We offer more.
The Roughriders season is here, and the biggest 50-50 in Saskatchewan is back. Last year's 50-50 raised over $3.3 million for amateur football in Saskatchewan, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Rider Nation. This year, we have bigger loyalty and early bird prizes than ever before, not to mention those life-changing 50-50 jackpots. See all of the prizes and buy your tickets today at riders5050.ca, and never miss a chance to win when you sign up for the 50-50 Club.
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC.
Lottery license LR260010.
Play of the game? Touchdown! More like the game to play. The new Saskatchewan Roughriders Scratch and Win ticket. It's your chance to win 10 years of Rider season tickets, a premium suite for the home opener and the Labor Day Classic, and tons of Rider swag. Plus, 2 chances to win $75,000. Tickets available at your favorite lottery retailers. Proudly brought to you by Sask Lotteries, supporting sport, culture, and recreation across the province. Please play responsibly.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
You know how the best plans always seem to happen at the last minute? Friends stop by, the family's finally all home. Suddenly, it's pizza night with Western Pizza. Pile on the pepperoni, smoky ham, crispy bacon, and loads of melty cheese. Then make it even better with tender ribs, hearty lasagna, or delicious souvlaki on the side.
Western Pizza. Dine in or take out today.
And get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
What's the deal with flooring? Apparently, there are 75 shades of rustic oak.
No matter what flooring you need, the experienced local team at Flooring Superstore can help you find the right fit for your home and your budget. Whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, vinyl, linoleum, artificial turf, floors for gyms, they've got it all.
If your decorating instincts have always missed the mark, maybe it's time you do the opposite. Visit Flooring Superstore.
Flooring Superstore. Quality floor covering at the best price. FlooringSuperstoreRegina.ca.
Text CKRM 306-936-6262. Powered by Prairie Land Rentals. From power tools to skid steers, they probably have what you need for your job. 600 Albert Street, where you deal with the owner. This is Sportscage. Watch our live stream at sportscage.com and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome back to the Sports Cage on this Thursday for Access Communications. All right, Prairie Golf Gems, our little bi-weekly look at golf courses around Saskatchewan, some hidden gems. It's brought to you by all your Cooper Tire locations. It stinks, but we're going to start talking about winter tires soon. Cooper Tires, some of the best in the business. Visit your Cooper Tire dealer today and chat with them. And then also Trent Dickett and his team, Flooring Superstore, 20 years in business. And we're talking any kind of flooring, cash and carry if you want to do it yourself, or they'll have someone to do it. Flooring Superstore. All right, this week, this is one I've been wanting to do for 2 years. I've only played it once, but I'm telling you, the hype is real. It's one of the province's hidden gems, especially for people in southern Saskatchewan. In the north, you probably know about it. Evergreen Golf Course in Nipawin, Saskatchewan. Steve Ride is joining us right now from Evergreen. Is that a fair assessment, Steve, that it is still a bit of a hidden gem for people maybe not in that northern part of the province?
I feel so. I feel like it. It's one of my. It's in my top three. Prior to getting the head professional job here. It was always in my top three, and I'd always come up here and frequent a lot of the tournaments and that. And honestly, Barney, we do get some groups coming up here from Regina. There's one group that is they come from Regina Beach Golf Club. I think there's 28 years running. They come up here every year, and it's starting to not become a hidden gem, if that makes sense, because everybody wants to come and play it. So it'd be silly if you haven't.
How do you paint the picture of the course for people that have never played it? Obviously, you go to the website, evergreengolfcourse.ca. It shows it pretty good there. But I remember the first time I went up and everybody raved about it. I was expecting a Waskasoo Elk Ridge cut out of the bush, which there are a lot of trees, but it's not the same as that. There are a little more it's more spotty or open at times.
It is. You got 40-foot high rough on each side, almost on every hole. It's a Les Ferber design, so you get, some pretty crazy bounces. Some of these green complexes that we have, they look pretty large from the fairway or from the tee box, but there's little corners and nooks that, your ball looks like it's going at the hole. Next thing you know, it's kicking into the trees or into the rough green side.
Perfect.
It's wild. Yeah, it's great design. I love it.
What would be, if we were going to say signature holes? What is there? One? Is there a couple?
There's 18, Barney. Let's be honest. Every hole is fun to play. I'd say though my favorite would be number 6. It's a difficult tee shot, even trickier approach, and of course figuring out the green is next level. So other than that, I think number 10 is probably one of our most difficult holes. You got a 250 yards straight out from the back tees, and then a dog leg left. So it's not easy. Every hole is challenging and fun to play for sure.
So Nipawin, and you got Tobin Lake right there. Do you start seeing, and I love September golf anywhere, but especially in the north, do you see a lot of people that come up and take advantage of the unreal fishing and the golf up there?
Absolutely. We have quite a few people that take advantage of the stay and play options we have on our website, as well as we've hosted a couple of fins and skins, kind of little private events, 12 to 24 golfers type thing. And I stay at the regional park here in Nipawin, and I love it there. And honestly, I'm seeing more and more golfers take advantage of staying there and a little bit of savings, camping or glamping, so to speak, and utilizing what the area has to offer.
So people are maybe kind of going to start looking around and being like, maybe it is time we kind of go north. Let's go play this, like all that. We got all of September. Don't sleep on September. I say that about people in Saskatchewan all the time now. Like, I think it's the best month to golf. People coming up, go to the website. What are we looking at rates-wise?
Rates-wise, if you like to walk, our peak time, our peak rates are $65 taxes in to walk our 18 holes. If you prefer to ride, it's another $26. Tops out at $91. So anything under $100 is a steal of a deal when it comes to this golf course.
Absolutely. You talked about the stay and plays. All that's on the website, and then obviously at the course too, you have full restaurant and everything.
Absolutely. So one of the hotels right across the street is very convenient in Northern Greens. Basically just unload your car and grab a golf cart, go grab your clubs, and away you go. All of our other stay and play partners are on our website. You can easily just click the stay and play package, the tab on the top of the website, and have a look to see who we partner with. And definitely get a bit of a discount at the till. It's that $91 turns into $85 pretty quick if you're staying at one of our partners. So.
Right on. And when do you guys usually put the course to bed? I know it might be tough to answer, but usually.
Generally, we like to stay open October. The Thanksgiving weekend is kind of our last day earmarked, whether the weather's good or not. We typically close it up on that weekend and let our maintenance do their business putting it to bed. Right on. Steve, thanks so much for doing this, shedding some light on it, and getting people maybe excited about heading to that website and then heading to Nipawin again. Absolutely. We can book in advance or even 2 weeks or further down the road if you got a small group that wants to come up here. And you yourself's got to get up here too, Barney. Yeah. Thanks for doing this, my man. Okay, you bet. Prairie Golf Gems. Thanks to Cooper Tires and your Cooper Tire retailers and locations in and around Saskatchewan, and Flooring Superstore in Regina. Trent Dickin and his team, sponsor of the program. Again, evergreengolfcourse.ca. What a gem in Nipawin, Saskatchewan. Just go to the website and check it out. It's beauty. And September up there, the changing colors. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm not here tomorrow. Sharky, as we talked about, is hosting the show tomorrow. Good stuff coming up on Friday as the Riders get set for the Toronto Argonauts. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk to you again next Friday. I'm off next week and tomorrow. Sharky's got things buttoned up. Tegan next week, so we'll talk to you next week. Thanks so much. It is a Sports Cage, streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com and on the home of sports in Saskatchewan, 620 CKRM.
The original 620 CKRM Country Cookouts are back for the harvest season. As you and the crew take a break from taking crop off the field, we'll fill you up with a delicious meal from Nikki's Cafe and Catering. We'll also bring you prizes and live entertainment. Keep it on CKRM for the dinner bell cue to call, and you could be one of our lucky